next week. Pony sale Thursday, next Thursday. Exotic sale Friday, Saturday. So if you can be here with that, we'd love to have you. Here we go. Lot number 9710. Bull calf on the bull calf right there, but about 14. But to get 1400, but to get 14. At 14, but about 14, 14 quarter, but to get 14 quarter half, but about 50. At 14, 50, but to get 50, 75, 14, 75, but about 15. At 1500, but to get 15, but about 15, 15, but to get 15, but to get 50, but to get 50, but to get 50, but to get 50, but to get 15. Sold it over 14, 75, 40 on one. 9804. Heifer, 9804 on the heifer here. Right there, but about 17. 17, but to get 17. 17 quarter, but to get 17. 17 a quarter. At 17, 17 a quarter, but about quarter, but to get 7, but about quarter, but to get 17 a quarter. At 17, 17 a quarter, but to get 17 a quarter. One in, but to get 17 a quarter half. Yeah, but about 50. At 17, 50, 75 internet here, but to get 75. 17, 75 now 18, but to give 18, but to give 18. 18 quarter, but to give 18. 18 a quarter. And now half, yeah, but about 50. At 18, 50, 75. Robert here, but to give 18, 75, 75 here, but to give 18, 75. 18, 75, sold it over 1850, 40 on 20. Yeah, 9808, bull calf, 9808 on the bull calf here, but about 14. At 14 quarter, but to get 14, 14 a quarter, but about quarter, but to get 14 a quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter, but about 25 here, but to get 25, 25 here, but about 25, 25 here, but to get 20, but about 14, 25, sold it over 1400, but about 40 on 1, 40 on 1. 9705, bull calf, 9705 on the bull calf, but about 14. At $1,400, but to get 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but about 14, but to get 13, 13, 13, 13 quarter. At $1,300 now quarter, but to get 13, 13 a quarter, but about 25, 13, 25, 25, but about 25, 13, 25, 1300 now 25, but about 25, sold it over 1300, 10, 31. 89.53 bull calf, 89.53 on the bull calf. All right, 10, but about 15, 15, but about 15, but to get 15, 15, 15, but about 15, but to get 13, $1,300, but to get 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, but to get 13, 1,100, but about 1,000, $1,000, but to get 1,000, 1,000 quarter, but about 10, but to get 10 a quarter, but about 10, 25, at 10, 10, 25, but about 25, but to get 10, 25, 10, 25, but about 25, 50, but about 10, 50, at 10, 50, but to get 50, but to get 50, but to get 50, but to get 10, 50, 10, 25, but about 50, 10, 25, but about 50, sold it over 1025, put them on 1031. 96.99, 96.99 heifer on the heifer here. Right there, but about 1,000. But to get down, but about $1,000, but to get 1,000. But to get down, but about $1,000, but to get 1,000. But to give 800. Now quarter, but to give $800 now quarter. But to give 8 here, but to give 8 and a quarter. 825, but about 25 today. But to give 850, 75 down 9. But to get 9, but to get 9 quarter, 9 a quarter, 9 a quarter. But to get 925, 925 here, but about 925 here, but to get 925. 1 in, but to get 925, 925, 9 here, but to get 925. Sold it over 900. But I'm on 58.61 on 2, 58.61 on 2. 98.11, 98.11 on the bull calf right there, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, but to get 10, but about 11, 1,100 now quarter, 11 a quarter half, here, but about 50, 75 here, but to get somebody about 12, here, but about 12, here, but to get 1,200, at 12 now quarter, now half, here, but about 12.50, now 75, 12.75, 75, here, but to get 12.75, at 12.50, but to get 75, here, but to get 12.75, 12.50, but to get 12.75, sold it over 12.50, 10.31, 97.09. Bull calf, 97.09 on the bull calf. Right there, here we go. That's right there, but I'm on 8. But to give 800, but to give 8, 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 6. Here, but I'm on 600. And now quarter, but to get $600 now quarter, but to get 6, 6 and a quarter, but to get 6 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 50. And now 75, 675, now 7 now quarter half. Here, but I'm on 750. And now 75, 75, here, but to get 775, 775, here, but to get 775. Sold it over 7.5, but I'm on 40 on 5, 40 on 5. 96.92 bull calf, 96.92 on the bull calf, 14, 14, but about 14, at 14, 14, but about 14 a quarter, but to get 14 a quarter, 20 a quarter half, but about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, here, but to get 14, 75, and now 60, now 70, but to get 70, but to get 70, 80, but to get 80, but to get 80, at 14, 80, but to get 80, but to get 80, but to get 80, but to get 80, sold it over 14, 70, 90, 100. 96.91 heifer, 96.91 on a heifer right here, but about 17, 17, but to get 17, 17, but to get 17, but to get 17, but to get 17, 16, 16, 16 a quarter half, yeah, but about 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, down 17, 17 quarter, but to get 17 a quarter, but to get 25, 17, 25, 50, 50, 75, 17, 75, here, but to get 75, 17, 75, here, but to get 75, 75, here, but to get 75, sold it over 17, 50, 40 on 20. 98.05 heifer, 98.05 on the heifer here. I think on 16, 16, we get 16, 16 a quarter half. Everybody on 16, 50, 15 75, 16, 75, 17, 17 quarter. Everybody get 17 a quarter half. Everybody on 50, 75, 17, 75, 17, 75, 75. Everybody get 75, everybody get 75. Sold it over 17 and a half, 40 on 20. 96.93 heifer, 96.93 on the heifer. Right there, but on 17, 17, but it got 17 a quarter, but it got 17, 17 a quarter, 17, 17 a quarter, but it was 25, but on 25, 25, but it got 17, 25, 17, but it got 17, 25, sold it over 1700, 40 on 20. 98.03 bull calf, 98.03 on the bull calf. Right there, here we go. But about 13, 13, 13, but about 13 quarter. But you get 13, 13 a quarter. 13, 13 a quarter, but about 25. Yeah, but about 25, 13, 25, 50. But you get 50, but you get 50, 75, 13, 75, 75, 14, 14, but about 14 a quarter. And now half, but about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75 to 15, 15, 15, but about 15. 15, 14, 80, now 90, but you get 14, 90, 90, but you get 90, but you get 90, but you get 90, but you get 90. Sold it over 14, 80, 10, 31. And 98.02 bull calf, 98.02 on the bull calf, 14, 14, but about 14. And now quarter, everybody get 14 a quarter, everybody get 25, 25, 50, everybody get 14, 50, 75. And now 1500, everybody get 15 quarter, everybody get 15 a quarter, everybody get quarter, 10, 20, everybody get 15, 20. 20, everybody get 20, everybody get 20, everybody get 20, everybody get 20. Sold it over 15, 10, 10, 31. 97.08 heifer, 97.08 on the heifer right there. But about 1,000, but get down, but about 1,000. Everybody get down, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 800, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, everybody get 8 here, but on 86, everybody get 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 6 and now quarter, $600 now quarter, everybody get 60, everybody get 6 and a quarter, 6 here and a quarter, but about 25, everybody get 625, 625, everybody get 625 today, but about 50, everybody get 50, 75, 675, 75, Robert here, everybody get 675, and now 7, everybody get 7 now quarter, everybody get 7, 7 a quarter, everybody get 7 a quarter, Robert here, everybody get 7 a quarter half, yeah, but about 750, 75, 775, Robert here, everybody get 775, 8, at 800 here, everybody get 8, 8 here, everybody get 8, now quarter, 8 and a quarter, everybody get 8 here, everybody get 8 and a quarter half, everybody about 50, 75, 8, 75, 75, here, everybody get 8, 75, 9, at 9 here, everybody get 9, here, everybody get 9, everybody get 900, everybody get 9, 8, 75, here, everybody get 9, Robert's on 8, 75, here, everybody get 9, sold at over 875, Robert's way. What's that number? 8910's a buyer, 8910. 98.13 bull calf, 98.13 on the bull calf here. I think but I'm on 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 5 here, but I'm on 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 500, everybody get 5 here, but I'm on 5, everybody get 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, but I'm on 3. And now quarter, everybody get $300 now quarter, everybody get 3, 3 and a quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but I'm on 3, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter half, yeah, but I'm on 350, 75 now 4, everybody get 4 and a quarter, everybody get 4 and a quarter, everybody get 4 and a quarter half, yeah, but I'm on 450, 75, and now 5 here, but I'm on 5 quarter, everybody get 5 and a quarter half, 5 and a half, 75, 5, 6, everybody gets 6 and now quarter, and now 6 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 6 and a half. Here, we get 650, 75, 675, down 7, 675. Here, but I'm on 7. Everybody gets 7. Sold it over 675. Number 8. 96.95 bull calf, 96.95 on the bull calf. I tell you, but about 14, but you get 14, but you get 13, 13, 13, but about 12. Here, but you get 1,200 now quarter. Here, but you get 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, but about quarter, but you get 12 and a quarter half. Here, but about 12.50, 12.50, but you get 50, but you get 51 in, but you get 12.50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 12.50. Sold it over 12.25. Put them on 40 on 2, 40 on 2. 89.52 heifer, 89.52 on the heifer here. 3, but on 3, but you get 300, but you get 3, 300 here, but a bit bond here, but a bit bond here, but a bit bond, but you go on, 50, $50, but you get 50, but you get 50, 75, 75 here, but I'm on 75, 7,500 here, but a bit bond here, and a quarter, but a bit 1 a quarter, at bond, 1 a quarter, but you go 125, 50, at 150, 75, chase 175, at 175 here, but I'm on 75, 150, 175, 2, but you get 200 here, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 200. But I'm on 2, you want in, but you get 2, at 175 here, but I'm on 2, 175 here, but you get 2, but you get 2, sold it over 175, but I'm on 3758, 98.10. Bull calf, 98.10 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 12. Here, but you get 1,200. Here, but you get 12 quarter. Here, but you get 12 and a quarter. $1,200 now, quarter and a half. Here, but I'm on 12.50. But you get 50. But you get 50. Somewhat about here. But you get 12. Somewhat about 13 a quarter. But you get 13 a quarter. But I'm on quarter half. Here, but I'm on 13 and a half. 75. 13. Somewhat about to 14. 14 a quarter. But you get 14 a quarter. 14 a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 14 and a half. 75. Here, but you get somewhat about here. But you get 14. 75. Somewhat about here. But you get 75. Sold it over 14 and a half. But I'm on 10.31. 98.47 heifer, 98.47 on the heifer here. 17, we get 16, 16 a quarter, 16 and a quarter half. Here we go 16 and a half, 16 and a half. Here we get 50, 16, 50, we get 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 16, 50, 50, we get 50, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17 and a quarter, we get a quarter half. Here we go 17 and a half, 17 and a half. Here we get half. Here we go 17 and a half. Sold it over 17 and a quarter, but on 40 on 20, 40 on 20. 98.37 bull calf, 98.37 bull calf right here. Here we go there, right there, but I'm on 13, 13, 13, 13, we get 12 here, but I'm on 12, here we get 1200, here we get 12, 12 here, but I'm on 12, here we get 1,000, but I'm on 10, a quarter, here we get 10, 10 a quarter, but I'm on 10 a quarter, 10, 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter half, here, but I'm on 50, we get 10, 50, 75, here we get 10, 75, 10, 75, 75, here we get 10, 75, 10, 50, 75, sold it over 10, 50, 40 on 2, 40 on 2. 98.24 bull calf, 98.24 on the bull calf, right there in this one here. Here we go, right there. Here we get 12. 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 Here we get 11. $1,100 now. 1,000. But about that, we get $1,000. We get 1,000 quarter. We get 10. 10 a quarter. 10. 10 a quarter. But about 10. We get 10 a quarter. We get 10. 25. 10. 25. We want 25. 10. 25. You want in? We get 10. 25. 50. We get 10. 50. 75. Now 11. $1,100. 11. 11 here and a quarter. 11 a quarter. We get 25. Here we get 11. 25. 11. 25. 50. We get 50. We get 50. We get 50. 75. 11. 75. 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. 12. 12 quarter. We get 12 and a quarter half. Here we get 12. 50. 12. 50. We get 50. We get 50. We get 50. We get 12. 50. Sold it over 12 and a quarter. 90. 100. 98.29 bull calf, 98.29 on the bull calf. Here, but about 13, 13, 13. We get 13, 13, 13 a quarter. We get half. Here, but about 13 and a half, 75. Here, but about 75, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter half. Here, but about 14 and a half. Here, we get 50, 75, 14, 75, 75. Here, we get 14, 75, 14, 50, 75. Sold it over 14, 50. Put them on 40 on 1, 40 on 1. 98.46 heifer here. 98.46 on the heifer right here. But I'm on 16. 16. We get 16 a quarter. $1,600 now. Quarter and a half. Here, but I'm on 16 and a half. 16 and a half. Here, but I'm on 50. We get 50. One in. We get 50. We get 50. 75. 16.75. 16.75. 75. Here, we get 75. Here, we get 16.75. 75. Sold it over 16.50. Too late, Robert. Put them on 10.31. 97.04 bull calf, 97.04 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 12. Here we get 1,200. Here we get 12. At 12 here, but I'm on 12. Here we get 12. Here, but I'm on 12 quarter. Here we get 12, 12 and a quarter. And now half here, but I'm on 50, 75, 12, 75, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but I'm on 13. 12, 75 here, but I'm on 13, 13, 13 quarter. Here we get 13 a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75, 14. At 14, 14, but I'm on 14. Sold it over 13, 75, but I'm on 40 on 1. 98.43 bull calf, 98.43 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, we get 13, we get 12. At 12 here, but about 12, here we get 12, here we get 12, here we get 11, and now quarter, 11, 11 a quarter, but about 25, here we get 25, 50, we get 50, we get 50, 75, 11, 75, 12, here, but about 1,200, here we get 12. At 12 here, but about 12, here we get 12, 11, 75, here, but about 12, here we get 12. Sold it over 11, 75, but about 40 on 2, 40 on 2. 98.20. Bull calf, 98.20 on the bull calf, 14, 14, but about 14 quarter, we get 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 25, at 25, but about 25, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, 14, 80, 90, down 15, 15, we get 15, 10, 10, 10, but about 10, we get 15, 10, 15, we get 15, 10, 10, but about 10, sold it over 1,500, 10, 31. 98.09 bull calf, 98.09 on the bull calf, 13, 13, 13 quarter, we get 13 a quarter, quarter half, and about 13 and a half, 13, 50, we get 50, we get 50, 75, here, about 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, we get quarter half, here, about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, here, we get 14, 75, 75, here, we get 75, 75, 75, here, we get 75, one in, we get 14, 75, sold it over 14, 50, 10, 31. 96 bull calf, 96 on the bull calf here. Right here, but about 14, 14, but about 14 a quarter. We get 14 a quarter. We get 25, 14, 25, 15. We get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14, 50, 50, we get 50, 75, 75, we get 14, 75, 60, 70, we get 70, we get 70, 80, we get 80, we get 80, we get 80, 14, 70, we get 80, we get 80. Sold it over 14, 70, 90, 100. 98.49 bull calf, 98.49 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 15, 15, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 14, 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 50, 14, 13, 13, 13, 50, 13, 12, at 12 pound quarter, we get $1,200 now quarter, we get 12 and a quarter half, and 75, 12, 75, 13, 13, 13 a quarter half, at 13 and a half, 75, here, but I'm on 75, here, we get 13, 75, 75, here, we get 13, 75, at 13, 50, 75, here, but I'm on 75, here, we get 13, 75, 13, 75, sold at over 13, 50, 10. 31. 98.33 bull calf, 98.33 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 16, 16, we get 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 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, we get 16, we get 15. At 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, and I'll have here, but I'm on 50, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, but I'm on quarter half here, but I'm on 16 and a half, 75, 17 quarter, we get 17 a quarter half here, but I'm on 17 and a half, and now 75 here, we get 75, 17, 75 here, we get 75, sold at over 17 and a half, 40 on 20. 98.55. Bull calf, I tell you, but about 13. 13, we get 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, we get 13, we get 12 here, but about 12 here, we get 1,000. $1,000, we get 1,000, but about $10 now quarter, we get 10 a quarter half, but about 10.50. 10.50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 10.50, 10.50. 10.50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 10.50, 10.50, 75, 10.75, 10.75. 10.75, 11, $1,100, we get 11, 11 here, we get 11, 10.75 here, we get 11. Now quarter, 11 a quarter, quarter half here, but about 50, 75, 11.75, 75 here, we get 11.75, 11.50, we get 75 here, we get 75, sold at over 11.50, 10.31. 98.15 bull calf, 98.15 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 13, 13, 13 quarter, but I get 13, 13 a quarter half here, but I'm on 50. At 13.50, but I get 50, but I get 50, but I get 50, but I get 13.50. At 13.25, here, but I'm on 50, but I get 50, but I get 50. 13.50, but I get 50, but I get 50, but I get 50. Sold at over 13.25, 10.31. 98.50 heifer, 98.50 on the heifer. Right here, but I'm on 16 a quarter, but I got 16 a quarter half here, but I'm on 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75 here, but I got 16, 75, 75 here, 16, 75, 17, 17, but I get 17, 17 quarter, 17 a quarter, but I get quarter, but I'm on 25, 17, 25, at 25 here, but I got 17, 25, 25 here, but I got 25, and now 50, 17, 50, but I get 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 17, 50, 17, 50, but I get 50, but I get 50, sold at over 17, 25, Roberts Way, 89.10. 98.16 bull calf, 98.16 on the bull calf here, but I'm on 16, 16, 16 a quarter, $1,600 now quarter half here, but I'm on 16 and a half, 75 to 17 quarter, but I get 17 a quarter, but I get 25, at 17, 25, 25 here, but I'm on 25 here, but I get 17, 25, 25 here, but I get 25, sold at over 1,700, but I'm on 40 on 20. 98.51 bull calf, 98.51 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 800 here, but I give 8, but I give 8 here, but I give 8, but I give 8, 5 here, but I'm on 5, 5 here, but I'm on 5, 3, but I get 300 here, but I get 3, but I get 3, but I get 3, 300 here, but I'm on 3, but I get 3, but I get 3, but I get 200 here, but I'm on 2, 2 quarter, but I get 2, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter half here, but I'm on 250, 75, 275, 75 here, but I get 275, 275 here, but I'm on 75, 275 here, but I get 275, 3, but I get 3, but I get 3 quarter, but I'm at 3 and a quarter, but I get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter half here, but I'm on 350, 75 to 4, but I get 4, but I get 4 and a quarter, but I get 4 and a quarter, but I get 4 and a quarter, at 4, 4 and a quarter, but I get $400 now quarter, sold at over 400. Number 8. Yeah, 98.40 bull calf, 98.40 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 13, 13, 13, 14 quarter, but I get 14 a quarter, but I get 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter half here, but I'm on 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75 here, but I get 75 to 15, 15, 15, but I'm on 15, 15, but I get 14, 80, but I get 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 80, sold at over 14, 75, 10, 31. 98.27 bull calf, 98.27 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 1,200 here, but I get 12 now quarter, and 12 here, but I'm on 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter half here, but I'm on 12.50, 75, 12.75 here, but I get 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, quarter, but I'm on a quarter, but I get 13 a quarter, 13.25 here, but I get 25, 25, 13.25, 13, but I get 13.25, sold at over 1,300, but I'm on 40 on 2, 40 on 2. 98.06 bull calf, 98.06 on the bull calf, 14, 14 now quarter and a half here, but about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75 to 15, 15, but I get 15, but I get 14.80, now 90, at 14, 90 to 15, 15, but I get 15, 10, 10, 10, but I'm on 10, but I get 15, 10, 15, but I get 15, 10, 10, but I'm on 10, but I get 15, 10, 20, but I get 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 20, 30, but I'm on 30, but I get 30, 15, but I'm on 30, but I get 30, but I get 30, but I get 30, sold at over 15, 20, 10, 31. 98.28 heifer, 98.28 on a heifer. Right here we go. This one at 10, but about 9 here. But 9 here, but 9. And 9 here, but 9, but 900, but 9, 9 quarter, but 9, but 9 quarter. 9, 9 a quarter, but $900 now quarter, but 9, 9 a quarter, but 9 a quarter. 9 here, but 9 a quarter. And 9, but 9 a quarter half here, but 150, but 9, 50, but 50, but 50, but 950. 925 here, but 150, but 50, but 50, but 50. Sold up over 925. I'm up ahead. I'm up top. 98.53 heifer, 98.53 on the heifer. Here we go on this one. Right there, but I'm on 1,000. But get down, but I'm on 1,000. But get 1,000. But I'm on 1,000. But get 1,000. But give 8. But give 800. But give 8. But give 8. But give 8 quarter. But give $800 now quarter. At $800 now quarter. But give 8 here. But give 8 a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 50. 75. 8. 75. 75 here. But give 8. 75. 9. But give 9. But give 9. But give 9. At 8. 75 here. But give 9 quarter. But give 9 a quarter. But give 9 a quarter. Robert here. 9 a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 50. 950. At 950. But give 50. But give 50. But give 950. 950. 950. 950. But give 50. But give 50. But give 950. But give 950. At 950, sold it over 925. Robert buys 89.10. 98.38 bull calf. 98.38 on the bull calf. Right there. Here we go on this one. What about 1,000? What do you get down? What about how much? 12 quarter, but you get 12 here, but you get 12 and a quarter. 12, 12 and a quarter, but you get 12, 12 and a quarter. 12 here, but about 12 and a quarter, but you get 12 here, but you get 12 and a quarter. 12 and a quarter. 12, 12 and a quarter, but you get 12 here, but you get 12 and a quarter. 12 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 12.50. 12.50, but you get 50, but you get 50. Sold it over 12.25, but I'm on 40 on 2. 40 on 2. 98.01 bull calf, but I'm at 14, but I'm on 14, you say 14 quarter, and 14 a quarter half, yeah, but I'm on 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75 to 15, but you get 15, 1480, now 90, and now 15, but you get 50, but you get $1,500, but you get 15, 10, but I'm on 10, but you get 15, 10, and now 20, but you get 15, 20, but you get 20, but you get 20, but you get 20, sold it over 15, 10, 40 on 1. 98.21 bull calf, 98.21 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one. But I'm up 14. At 14, but I'm up 14. But you get 14, but you get 14 quarter, but you get 14 a quarter. At 14 a quarter, but you get 25 here, but you get 14, 25 here, but you get 4, but you get 14, 25. At 25. Right here, 14, 25, now 50, and now 75, 14, 75 here, but you get 14, 75, sold it over 14.50. Put them on 9,100. 98.34 heifer, 98.34 on a heifer right there, but about 14, but about 14, but you get 14, but about 14, 12 quarter, 12 to you, but about 12 and a quarter, now half, 75, 12, but about 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter half, here, but about 50, and now 75, 13, 75 to 14, but about 14 a quarter, and now half, here, but you get 14 and a half, Robert, here, but you get 14 and a half, 14 and a half, here, but you get 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75 to 15, Robert, here, but you get 15 quarter, and 15 a quarter half, here, but about 15 and a half, Robert here, but you get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, here, but you get 15, 50, 75, 16, Robert here, but you get 16, 1600, here, but you get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter half, 16 and a half, here, but you get 16 and a half, Robert here, but you get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, here, but you get 16 and a half, sold it over 16 a quarter, 58.61 on 2, 58.61 on 2. 98.23 bull calf, 98.23 on the bull calf, but about 14, but about 14, but you get 13, but about 13, 12, 12, you say 12 quarter, but you get $1,200 now quarter half, but about 12.50, 75, and now 13 a quarter, but you get 13 a quarter, but about 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, but you get 13 a quarter half, but about 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75, here, but you get 13, 75, 13.50 now, 75, here, but you get 13, 75, here, but you get 75, sold it over 13.50, 10.31. 98.36 bull calf, 98.36 on the bull calf, right there, but about 14, but about 14, 14, we're to get 14, but you get 14, but about 14, 13 a quarter half, 13 and a half, here, but about 13 and a half, 75 to 14, but about 14, and now quarter and a half, here, but about 14 and a half, here, but about 50, 75, and now 15, but you get 50, but you get 15, sold it over 14.75, 40 on 1. 98.25 bull calf, 98.25 on the bull calf, 14, but about 14, but you get 14 quarter, but you get 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, but you get 25, 50, 75, 14, 75 here to 15, but you get 15 quarter, 15 a quarter, but you get 10, but about 10, but you get 10, 20, but about 15, 20, 15, 20, but you get 20, but you get 20, sold it over 15, 10, 31. 96, 97. Bull calf, 96, 97 on the bull calf. 14, 14, but about 14, 14, we get 14, we get 14, we get 14, 13, 13, 13, 14 a quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter, quarter half here, but about 14 and a half. 75, 14, 75, 75 here, and what about 75, 60, now 70. 70, we get 15, 15 quarter, we get 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter. Sold at over 1,500, 90, 100. 98-19, bull calf, 98-19 on the bull calf here, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, we get 14, we get 3, but about 14, Tuesday 14 here, now quarter, at 14 a quarter half, here, but about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75 to 15, 15, 15, but about 15, at 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 15, 15, 15, sold at over 14, 75, 90, 100, 98, 41. Heifer, 98.41 on a heifer here, right there, but about 9. Here we get 9, we get 9, we get 9, 100, we get 9, we get 9, 8. At 8 here, we get 8, we get 8, we get 8, 7, 7, we get 7, we get 7, we get 6 here, but about 60, we get 6 and now quarter. 6 and a quarter, but about quarter, we get 6 and a quarter half. Here, but about he's on 6 and a half here, but about 6 and a half. 75, at 6 and a half, down 7, 7, we get 7, we get 7 now quarter, 7 and a quarter half here, but about 7 and a half. 75, at 7 and a half, 8, we get 8, we get 8, we get 8, 7 and a half here, but about 8. At 7 and a half here, but about 8 over there. 7 and a half here, but about 8, we get 8, we get 8, sold at over 7 and a half, but on number 19. 42. 98.07, bull calf, 14, 14, now quarter half here, but about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75 to 15, 15, we get 14.80, now 90, at 14.90 to 15, 15, we get 15, 10, 10, 10, but about 10, we get 15, 10, 20, 15, 20, 30, but about 30, we get 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 15, 30, sold at over 15, 20, 40 on 1, 40 on 1. 98.45, bull calf, 98.45 on the bull calf, but about 1,000. $1,000, we get $1,000 now quarter, but about 10, we get 10 a quarter, but about 10.25, 10.25, yeah, but about 25.50, 10.50, 75 here, 12, 12 quarter, but about 12 and a quarter, we get 12 and a quarter half, yeah, but about 12.50, 75, at 12, 75 here, and 13, 13, 13, but about 13, at 13, 13, 13, but about 13, sold at over 12.75, put them on 40 on 2, 40 on 2. 98.31 bull calf, 98.31 on the bull calf. But about 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13. 13, 13, 13, but about 13. We get 12 here, but about 12 here, we get 12 here, we get 12 here, we get 1,000. Now quarter, but about 10 a quarter half here, but about 10.50. 75, 10, 75 here, now 11 now quarter, 11 a quarter, but about 25.50. 11.50, now 75, 11, 75, 75, now 12 here, but about 12 now quarter, we get 12 and a quarter, we get 12 and a quarter half. At 12.50, we get 50, we get 50, 75, 12, 75, down 13, 13, 13, but about 13. 12, 75, people about 13, 13, we get 13, we get 13, sold at over 12, 75, 10, 31. 98.32 bull calf, 98.32 on the bull calf, right there, but about 15, 1,500 $100, we get 15 quarter, we get 15, 15 a quarter, at 15, 15 a quarter, but about quarter, we get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half, here, but about 15 and a half, and all 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, we get 16, Robert here, we get 16, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, but about 16 a quarter half, here, but about 16 and a half, Robert here, we get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, here, but about 50, 75, 16, 75, 75, here, we get 16, 75 to 17, 17, 17 a quarter, we get 17 a quarter, but about quarter half, here we get 17 and a half. Robert here we get 17 and a half. That's 17 and a half here, but about 50. We get 17, 50, 75 here. We get 17, 75, 17, 75, 75 here. We get 17, 75. That's 17, 75, 75. Now 18. We get 18. At 18, Robert here we get 18. We get 18. We get 18. We get 18. Sold at over 17, 75. Put them on 40 on 5. 40 on 5. 98.48 heifer, 98.48 on a heifer here. Right there, but about 14, 14, but about 14 quarter, 14 a quarter half, here, but about 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15 quarter half, here, but about 15 and a half, here, we get 50, 15, 50, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 50, we get 15, 50, sold at over 15, 25, but I'm on 40 on 5, 40 on 5. 98.17 bull calf, 98.17 on the bull calf, right there, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, 13, and now quarter, we get 13, 13 a quarter, but about 25, 50, 13, 50, 75, now 14, 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, half, 14 a half, 75 here, to 15, 15, 15, but about 15, 14, 75 here, but about 50, we get 50, we get 15, sold at over 14, 75, 10, 31. 98.56 bull calf, 98.56 on the bull calf, right there. Here we go on this one here, but about 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, we get 13, we get 12, here, but about 12, here, we get 12, 12 here, but about 12, here, we get 1,200, we get 12, here, we get 12, here, but about 12, 11, $1,100 now with 11, then we get 11, we get 1,000, but about $10 now, quarter, half, here, but about 10, 50, 10, 50, we get 50, we get 10, 50, 10, 50, we get 51 in, we get 10, 50, we get 10, 50, we get 10, 50, 10, 25, here, but about 10, 50, I'll hold a bit up here, 10, 25, 50, we get 10, 50, we get 10, 10.50, sold at over 10.25, 90, 100, 98.22. Bull calf, right here. Here we go. But about 13, 13, 13. We get 13, 13, 13 a quarter. At 13 a quarter, but about 25, 13, 25, 25. Here we get 13, 25, 25. Here we get 13, 25. And now 50. We get 13, 50, 75, 13, 75. Here we get 75. At 13, 75, 75. Here we get 13, 75, 13, 75. Sold at over 13, 50, 10, 31. 98.14, bull calf, 98.14 on the bull calf, 14, 14, but about 14 a quarter, and I'll have, here we go, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, 14, 75, at 14, 75, 75, here, but about 75, now 80, we get 14, 80, at 80, now 90, we get 14, 90, we get 90, we get 90, we get 14, 90, we get 14, 90, 90, we get 90 to 15, at 15, 15, 15, but about 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, sold at over 14, 90, 10, 31, 98.30. Bull calf, 98.30 on the bull calf here. I tell you, but I'm on 12. Here we get 1,200. Here we get 12. At 12 here, but I'm on 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. Here, but I'm on 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. At 12 here, but I'm on 12. Here we get 1,200. Here we get 12,000. But I'm on 10. Here we get 1,000. A 10. Here we get 1,000. But I'm on 10. Here we get 800. Here we get 8. Here we get 8. We get 8. Here we get 8. At 8 here, but I'm on 8. Here we get 8. 7 quarter. Here we get 7. 7 a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 750. And somebody we get 50. We get 50. We get 750. And somebody we get 50. We get 50. We get 50. But I'm on 50. Now 75. 775. 8. We get 8, we give $800 now quarter at 8 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 850 now 75, 8, 75, 9, we get 9, we get 9, we get 9, we get 9, and now quarter 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, and 90, we get 9 and a quarter, 90, we get 9 and a quarter, we get 9 and a quarter, 90, we get 9 and a quarter, we get 925. Sold at over 900, but I'm on what is that? 84.87, 84.87. 98.26 bull calf, right here, but I'm on 1,000. We get 10, but I'm on 1,000. We get 800. Here we get 8. We get 8. We get 8. 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 500. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. 3. 300. But I'm on 3. We get 3. We get 3. We get 3. 3. 3. 200. Here, but I'm on 200. Here, but I'm at 1. At 1 here, but I'm at 1. But it go on. But it go on. But it go on. You say 1. 1 quarter. 1 here, but I'm at 1 a quarter half. Here, but I'm at 150. And now 75. 2. 2. 2. We get 200 now quarter. 2 and a quarter. At 2. 2 and a quarter. We get 2 and a quarter. 200. 2 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 250. At 250. Got to be 250. We get 250. We get 250, we get 250, we get 250, 250, we get 50, we get 250, 250, we get 250, we get 250. I'm right there, 225, 250, 250, we get 50, we get 50, we get 250, 250, we get 50, we get 250. You want in? We get 250, we get 250, we get 250, 250, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 250. Right here, 225 here, we get 250. Down 75, 275 here, but on 275, 275, 275, 60, 70, 270, we get 70, we get 70. Sold at over 260, 84, 87. 98, 12, bull calf, I tell you, but about 14, 14 quarter half here, but about 14 and a half, 75, down 15, 15 quarter, we get 15 a quarter, at 15, 15 a quarter, 10, 20, we get 15, 20, 30, but about 30, we get 30, we get 30, at 15, 30, 40, 40, we get 40, 50, we get 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 50, sold at over 15, 40, 40 on 1. 98.39 bull calf, 98.39 on the bull calf, 14, 14, but about 14, 14, we get 14, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, we get 13, 13, 13, but about 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter half, here, but about 13 and a half, 13 and a half, here, but about 50, we get 13, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, 75, at 13, 75, 75, 13, 75, team, but about 75, here, we get 75, 13, 50, we get 75, 75, sold at over 13, 50, 10, 31, 90. 98.52 bull calf, I tell you, but about 17, 70, we get 17 a quarter, we get 17 a quarter half, here, but about 17 and a half, 75, at 17, 75, 75, here, we get 17, 75, 75, here, we get 17, 75, at 75, here, we get 17, 75, 75, here, we get 17, 75, sold at over 17 and a half, but I'm on 58.61. 98.35 bull calf, here, but about 1,000. We get that, but about 1,000. 1,000, here, we get that, but about 1,000. We get 1,000. We get 800. Here, we get 8. We get 8. We get 800. We get 8. 7, 7 and a quarter. We get 7, 7 and a quarter. We get 7 and a quarter. 7, 7 and a quarter. We get 7, 7 and a quarter. We get 7 and a quarter. 7, 7 and a quarter. We get 7 and a quarter. 7, 7 and a quarter. Now half. Here, but I'm on 50.75. Here now 8. At 800 now quarter. 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter. But I'm quarter half. Here, but I'm on 50.75. 8.75 now 9. We get 9 now quarter. 9 here. We get 9 and a quarter. 9 and a quarter. 9 here. We get 9. We get 9 and a quarter. We get 9 and a quarter. Sold at over 900. Number 8, 97.36. On the bull calf, 97.36 on the bull calf, 14, but about 14, we get 14, but about 14, we get 14, 13, 13 quarter, we get 13, 13 a quarter, we get 25, 25, here, but about 25, 13, 25, 50, 13, 50, 75, 75, here, down 14, but about 14 quarter, we get 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, 14, we get 14 a quarter, 14, 25, sold it over 1410, 31, 97.33. Bull calf, 97.33 on the bull calf, 14, quarter, half, here, but about 14 and a half, 75, here, but about 14, 75, 15, at 15, but about 15, 14, 80, now 90, but you get 14, 90, but you get 90, now, but you get 90, now 15, at 15, 10, 10, but about 10, but you get 15, 10, 10, but you get 10, 20, but about 20, now 30, but about 30, but you get 30, but you get 30, sold at over 15, 20, 40 on one. 98.73. Heifer, 98.73 on a heifer, 16, but you get 16 a quarter, now half, here, but about 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 17, quarter, but you get 17 a quarter, now half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, here, but you get 17 and a half, 75, here, but you get 17, 75, 75, here, but you get 17, 75, 75, here, but you get 75, 17, 75, I'm right there, 17, 75, so you want in, 17, 75, 75, here, but you get 75, sold at over 17 and a half, 58.61 on one. 97.31 bull calf, 97.31 on the bull calf, but about 1,000, everybody get 10, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 10, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody give 800, at 8 here, but about 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 800, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, 7 here, but about 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 5, at 5, quarter, half, here, but about 550, 75, 5, 75, 75, here, everybody get 5, 75, and now 6, everybody get 6, here, everybody get 6, everybody get 600, everybody get right there, 5, 75, 6, and now quarter, as 8, but about 6 and a quarter, your turn, 6 and a quarter, half, here, but about 6 and a half, here, everybody get 6 and a half, 75, at 6, 75, now 7, 7, everybody get 7, Robert, here, everybody get 7, 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 700, 6, 75, people, about 7, everybody get 7, sold, over 675, put them on 40 on 2, 40 on 2. 98.76 bull calf, 98.76 on the bull calf, right there, but about 14, but about 14, we get 14, we get 14 a quarter, and now half, here we get 14 and a half, 75, here, but about 14, 75, 15, we get 15, we get 15, 15, we get 14, 80, now 90, we get 14, 90, 90, we get 90 to 15, but about 15, we get 15, we get 15, 15, sold it over 14, 90, put them on 90, 100, 97.32. Bull calf, 97.32 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 12. Here, we get 1,200. Here, we get 12. Here, but about 12. Here, we get 12. 12 here, but about 12 quarter. We get 12, 12 and a quarter. We get 12, 12 and a quarter. 12, 12 and a quarter. But about a quarter, we get 12 and a quarter. 12 and a quarter. We get 12, 25. Here, but about 25. Here, we get 12, 25. Sold it over 1,200. Number 90-100 on that one. 90-100. 98.78 heifer, 98.78 on the heifer here. Right there, but about 14, now quarter, everybody get 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, everybody get quarter half, yeah, but about 14 and a half, 75 to 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, but about quarter half, everybody get 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16 a quarter, and now half, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75 to 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter, everybody get 17 a quarter, everyone in, 17 a quarter half, yeah, but about 17 and a half, 75, 17, 75, everybody get 17, 75, 17, 75, sold it over 17 and a half, 40 on 20. 97.39 bull calf, 97.39 on the bull calf. Right there, here we go. That's right there, but about 14. 14, but about 14, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, but about a quarter, we get 25, 13, 25, you want in, we get 13, 25, 13, 25 to 50, 13, 50, we get 50, 75, 13, 75, here we get 13, 75, 13, 50, 75, here we get 75, sold it over 13, 50, 10, 31. 97.38 heifer, 97.38 on the heifer. Right here, but I'm on 8. We give 800 here. We give 8. We give 8. We give 8. We give 8. 6. Here we get 600 now quarter. $600 now quarter. We get 6 here. We get 6 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 6 and a half. 75. 675 now. 7 now quarter. 7 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 750. 750. We get 50. We get 750. 75. 775. 8. We give 8. We give 8 now quarter. 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter. At 8 here. We give 8 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 850. 75. 8. 75. 9. We get 9. We get 9 quarter. 9 and a quarter. 9 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 50. 75. 9. 75. 75. Here we get 9. 75. 9. 75, here we get 975, 950, we get 975, sold it over 950. 33.14. 98.75, bull calf, 14, but about 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter half, here but about 14 and a half, 75 to 15, we get 15 a quarter half, here but about 15 and a half, 15 and a half, here we get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 30, 40, we get 15, 40, 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, but about 40, and now 50, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, sold it over 15, 40, put them on 40 on one. 98, 90, 96, 98 heifer, 96, 98 on the heifer here. Right there, but 12. Here we get 1200. Here we get 12. Here but 12. Here we get 12,000 quarter. At 10, 10 a quarter. But 1 quarter. We get 10 a quarter. Now half. Here but 10, 50, 75, 10, 75. Now 11, 11. Here we get 11. And now quarter. 11 a quarter. But 25, 11, 25, 25. Here we get 11, 25, 11, 25. Here but 11, 25, 11, 25. Sold at every 1100. 58, 61 on 1. Too late, Robert. 58, 61 on 2. Put on 2. 98, 79, 98, 79, bull calf, right there, 17, 17, but he gets 17 a quarter, but he gets 17 a quarter, but 1 quarter, but he gets 17, 25, 17, 17, 25, 50, 50, 75, 17, 75, 18, but he gets 18 quarter, but he gets 18 a quarter, at 18, but I'm on 18 a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 18 and a half, 75, 18, 75, 19, 19, now quarter, and now half, here, but he gets 19, 50, now 75, 19, 75, and 19, 50, now 75, 75, here, but he gets 19, 75, sold it over 19, 50, but I'm on 40 on 20. 97, 31, 97, 37, 97, 37, bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 5. Here we get 500. We get 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. 3, 3, but I'm on 3. We get 300. We get 3. We get 3. We get 2. At 2, but I'm on 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 200. Here, but I'm at 1 here. But I'm at 1 here. Now quarter. At 1 here, but I'm at 1 a quarter. 1 a quarter. We get 1 a quarter. Half. Here, but I'm at 150. Robert here. We get 150. At 150. 75. 175. 175. 60. 70. Robert. 170. And now 80. 180. 180. 170. We get 80. Now 90. 191. Robert here. We get 190. Now 2. And now quarter. 2 and a quarter. 2 and a quarter. Half. Yeah, but I'm on 250. 75. 275. 275. Robert here. We get 275. Robert going to be 275. 3. We get 3. We get 3 quarter. We get 3 and a quarter. We get 3 and a quarter. Now half. At 350. 75. 375. Robert here. We get 375. 4. We get 4. We get 4 now quarter. At 4 and a quarter. Robert here. We get 4 and a quarter. 4. 4 and a quarter. At $400 now quarter. We get 4 and a quarter. We get 4 and a quarter. Robert here. We get 4 and a quarter. 425. 425. Sold it over 400. Put them on 3335, 3335. And 97.15 bull calf. Here, but I'm on 14. 14, but he get 14. 14, but he get 14 a quarter. At 14 a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 14 and a half. 75. 14, 75 to 15. 15, but he get 15. 14, 80. At 80, now 90. But he get 14, 90. But he get 90. But he get 90. But he get 90. But he get 14, 90. 90, but he get 90. But he get 90. But he get 90. Sold it over 14, 80. 40 on 1. 98.77 bull calf, 98.77 on the bull calf. Here, but about 14, 14, but about 14, but he get 14 quarter, $1,400 now quarter, but he get 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, but he get quarter half. Here, but about 14 and a half, 14 and a half. Here, but about 50, but he get 50, but he get 50, but he get 50, but he get 14, 50, but he get 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 50. Sold at over 14, 25, 10, 31. 97.35 bull calf, 97.35 bull calf, 14 quarter, but he get 14 a quarter, 14, but he get 14 a quarter, but it was 25 50, but he get 14 50, 75, 75, but he get 75, 75, but he get 75, 60, 70, and now 80, but he get 14 80, now 90, but he get 14 90, but he get 90, but he get 90, but he get 14 90, 14 90, but he get 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 90, sold it over 14 80, 10 31. 97.27. Bull calf, right here. Here we go on this line. Right here, but I'm on 9. Here we get 900. Here we get 9. 9. Here we get 9. Here we get 9. 7. 7. Here we get 7. 7. Here we get 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 5. Here, but I'm on 5 quarter. $500 now quarter. Here we get 5. 5 and a quarter. Half. Here, but I'm on 50. 75 here. Now 6. Here we get 6 and now quarter and a half. Here, but I'm on 6 and a half. 75 now 7. 7 and now quarter. And now half. 7 and a half. 75 8. We get 8. We get 8. Here we get 8. Here we get 8. 7 75 here. But I'm on 8 quarter. Here we get 8 and a quarter. Half. Here, but I'm on 8 for 8. Now 75 8. 75 9. We get 9. We get 9 quarter. And 9 and a quarter now half. Here, but I'm on 50. 75 9. 75 here. We get 1,000, but I'm on $10 now quarter, but I'm 10, but 10 a quarter, but I get 10.25, 10.25 here, but I'm on 10, but I'm on 10.25 here, but I get 25, sold it over 1,000, but I'm on 10.31, 97.26. Bull calf, 97.26 on the bull calf here, right there, but about 700. Everybody gets 7, everybody gets 7, everybody gets 7 and now quarter, and 7, 7 a quarter, everybody gets 7 a quarter, 7, 7 a quarter, and $700 now quarter, half, here, but I'm on 7, 75 here, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, now quarter, 8 a quarter, now half, here, but I'm on 50, 75, down 9, everybody get 9 quarter, 9 a quarter, half, and now it's 1,000 quarter, everybody get 10, 10 a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 10, 50, 75 here, now 11 now quarter, 11 a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 50, 75, 11, 75, 75 here, but I'm on 75 here, everybody get 11, 75, sold it over 11.50, 90, 100. 97.25. Bull calf, 97.25 on the bull calf. 14, but I'm on 14, but he get 13, 14 a quarter. 14 a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 14 and a half, 14 and a half. 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75. Here, but he get 14, 75 down 15, 100. Here, but he get 15. 14, 75 here, but I'm on 15, but he get 50, but he get 15, but he get 15. Sold it over 14.75, but I'm on 10, 31. 97.30. Bull calf, 97.30 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 7. Somebody get 700. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 5. Hit 5 here, but about 5. Here, but about 500. Everybody get 5. Here, but about 5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5. 5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5. Hit 5 on about 5. 3. 3 quarter. Everybody get 3 and a quarter. Half. Here, but about 350. And now 75. 4. Everybody get 4 and a quarter. Everybody get 4 and a quarter. Everybody get 4 and a quarter. Now half. Here, but about 450. 75. Hit 4. 75. 75. Here, but about 4. 75. 5. Here, but about 500. Everybody get 5. Hit 5. Here, but about 5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5. Quarter. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. Chase. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. Hit 5 and a quarter. Everybody get $500 now. Quarter. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. Chase got to be 5 and a quarter. Hit 5 and a quarter. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. Half. Here, but about 550. Hit 550. Everybody get 550. 75. 575. Everybody get 575. Here, but about 575. Everybody get 575. Sold it over 550. Number 8. 97.28 bull calf, 97.28 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 14, what do you get 14, but about 14, what do you get 13, 13, but about 13, what do you get 12, at 1200, what do you get 12, here, but about 12, here, what do you get 12, here, but about 12, here, what do you get 12, here, what do you get 12, here, what do you get 12, here, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, but about 1,000 now, quarter, 10 a quarter, but about 10 a quarter, half, here, but about 10, 50, 75, 10, 75, now 11, here, what do you get 11 now, quarter, 11 a quarter, half, here, but about 50, 75, now 12, here, but about 12 quarter, everybody get 12 and a quarter, now half, 12, 50, everybody get 50, 75, 12, 75, 13, but about 13, 13, but about 13, you want in, everybody get 13, but about 13, everybody get 13, everybody get 13, sold it over 12.75, 10.31. 97.13 bull calf, 97.13 on the bull calf. Here, but about 200. Here, but get 2. Here, but about 2. But get 200. Here, but about 1. And 1 here, but about 1. 1 here, but about 1. But get 1. But get 1 now quarter. And 1 a quarter. But get 1 a quarter. 1 a quarter now half. Here, but about 1. 50. 75. 175 now 2. But get 2. But get 2 quarter. But about 2 and a quarter. But get 2 and a quarter. 2 and a quarter. But about 2. But get 2 and a quarter half. Here, but about 250. 250. 75 here. But get 275. Chase here. But get 275. 275. 275. 250. But get 275. 75 here. But get 275. 275 down 3. But get 3. But get 3. 275. But about 3. But get 3. But get 3. 275. But about 3. 1 in. But get 3. 3. But about 3. Sold at over 275. Chase's way. Chad got that. 168's a buyer. 168. 99.70. Bull calf, 99.70 bull calf, 14, but about 14, everybody get 14, 14 a quarter, everybody get 14 a quarter, half, but about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 1,500, everybody get 15, now quarter, 15 a quarter, everybody get 20, 10, but about 10, everybody get 15, 10, sold it over 1,500, 90, 100. 97.25 bull calf, 97.25 on the bull calf here, but about 200 here, but about 1 here, but about 1 here, but 100 now quarter at $100 now quarter, 1 a quarter half here, but about 150 Chad here, but about 150 at 150, but 50, 150, 150 Chad, 150 at 150, 75, 175, 2, but get 2 quarter, but about 2 and a quarter, but get 2 and a quarter half here, but about 250 at 250 internet trout here, but about 250 at 250, but get 250, 225, 250, 75, 275. 275 at 250, we get 275 here, we get 275, 275 here, we get 275, sold it over 250, Chase's way. 42.35. 97.12 bull calf, 97.12 bull calf, 14, but about 14, but get 40, but get 13, 13, but about 13, but get 13, but get 12, here, but about 12, here, but about 12, here, but get 12, here, but get 1,000, but about 1,000, but get 1,000, but get 1,000, but get 1,000, but about 1,000, but get 800, at 8 here, but get 8, but get 800, here, but get 8, but get 8 here, now 700, but get 700, but get 700 now quarter, at 7 a quarter, but get 7 a quarter, 7 a quarter, but get 7 a quarter, but get 7 a quarter. That's 7 a quarter. Everybody get 7 a quarter half. Everybody wants 750, 75, 775, 8. We give 8 now quarter, 8 a quarter, 8 a quarter. At 8 here, we give 8 a quarter, 8 here, we give 8 a quarter. Sold at over 800. Put them on 40 on 2, 40 on 2. 97.24 bull calf, 97.24 on the bull calf, 14, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 13, but about 13, and now quarter, everybody get 13 a quarter, everybody get 25, 13, 25 here, but about 25, at 13, 25 here, but about 25, 1 in, 25, 50, 13, 50, everybody get 13, 50, everybody get 50, 75, at 13, 75 here, everybody get 75, 13, 75 here, everybody get 75, sold it over 13, 50, 10. 31. 97.20, 97.20 bull calf out here, but I'm 500, but I'm 5. Here we get 500 now quarter. $500 now quarter. We get 5 here, but I'm 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter. $500 now quarter. We get 5 here, but I'm 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter. We get $500 now quarter. Now half. Here we get 550. At 550, we get 50. We get 50. We get 550. 550. At 525. Here, but I'm 50. We get 50. We get 50. We get 50. We get 550. Here we get 550. 550. We get 550. Sold at over 525. Chad's Way, put them on number 168. 168. 97.19 bull calf. 97.19 bull calf. Out there. Here we go. There, but I'm on 13. 13. But I'm on 13. But I'm on 13. But you get 12 here. But I'm on 12,000. But I'm on 1,000. But you give 800. 8 here now quarter. But you give $800 now quarter. At $800 now quarter. But you give 8 here. But you give 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 850. But you get 50. But you get 50. But you give 850. At 850. But you get 50. But you get 50. 50. But you get 50. But you get 50. But you give 850 now 75. 8 75 9. But you get 9. But you get 9 quarter. 9 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50. 75. And 9 75 here. But you get $1,000 now quarter. But I'm 10, we get 10 a quarter, we get 10, 25, 50. 10, 50, we get 50, we get 50. Sold at over 10, 25. Put them on 10, 31. 98.74 bull calf. 98.74 on the bull calf. 14, but about 14 quarter. $1,400 now quarter. Now half. Here we get 14 and a half. 75. 14, 75, 75. Here we get 14, 75. And now 15, 15, 15. We get 15 a quarter. We get 15, 10, 10. But about 10, we get 10, we get 10, we get 10, we get 15, 10. Sold at over 1,500. 10, 31. 98.18 bull calf. Retain, but about 14. 14, but about 14. 14, but you get 14. But you get 14 quarter. $1,400 now quarter. But you get 14. 14 a quarter. But about 25. 14, 25, 50. 14, 50, 75. See, but about 75. 75. Here, but you get 14. 75. 75. Here, but you get 75. 75. 75. 14, 75. Sold at over 14 and a half. 90, 100. 99.44 bull calf. Right there, but I'm at 1,200 here. But you get 12 here, but I'm on 12 here. But you get 12 here. But you get 12,000. 1,000, but I'm on 1,000. But you get 10, but I'm on 1,000. But you get 1,000. 1,000. But you get 8 now. Quarter. 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter. Got to be 8 and a quarter. At 8 here. But you get 8 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 850. 75. 8 75 9. But you get 9. But you get 9 quarter. 9 and a quarter. 9 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50. 75. 9 75. At 9 75 here. But you get 9 75. 9 50. But you get 9 75 here. But you get 9 75. 9 50. But you get 9 75. 9 75 here. But you get 1,000. 1,000 now quarter. But I'm on 10. But you get 10 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 10 50. 75 here now 11. 1,100 now quarter. 11 and a quarter. 11 and a quarter now half. Yeah, but I'm on 50. 11 50. But you get 50. But you get 50. But you get 50. 11 25. Yeah, but I'm on 50. But you get 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 50. Sold at over 11 25. Graber's Way. 83.15. 83.15. 98.84 bull calf. 98.84 in the bull calf. 14. And now quarter. At 14, but you get 14 a quarter half. Here, but about 14 and a half. 14 and a half. Here, but you get 14 and a half. 75 to 15. 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15. But you get 15 quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, but I'm on 10. At 15, 10, 10, but I'm on 10. But you get 10, but you get 10, but you get 10, but you get 10. Sold it over 1,500. 10, 31. 97.23 bull calf, but about 14. At 14, but about 14. 14, but you get 14, but you get 13. 13 quarter half, yeah, but about 13 and a half. 75. 13, 75 to 14 quarter. At 14 a quarter half, yeah, but about 14 and a half. 75. 14, 75, 75 here, but you get 14, 75. At 14 and a half here, but you get 75 here, but you get 14, 75. Sold it over 14 and a half. 10, 31. 99.15. Heifer, 99.15 heifer, right there, but I'm on 14, 14, but I'm on 14, but you get 12, here, but I'm on 12 quarter, at $1,200 now, quarter and a half, here, but I'm on 12.50, 75, 12, 75, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, and I'll have here, but about 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75, 75, here, but you get 13, 75 to 14, and I'll quarter, but you get 14 a quarter half, here, but you get 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, here, but you get 14, 75, 15, at 15 quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, at 15, 15 a quarter, but you get 15, but you get 15 a quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, 15, but you get 15 a quarter, 1 in, but you get 15 a quarter, sold at over 1,500, 90, 100. And 97.21 bull calf. 97.21 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 800. At 8 here, but you give 8. Here, but you give 800. Here, but you give 8. But you give 8. But you give 8. But you give 8. But you give 8 down quarter. At $800 now quarter. But you give 8 here. But you give 8 and a quarter. 8 here. But you give 8 and a quarter. 8.25. Here, but I'm on 25. Here, but you give 8.25. At 8 here. But you give 8.25. Here, but I'm on 25. Here, but I'm on 25. 25 here. But you get 25. 50. But you give 8. 50. 75. 8. 75. 75 here. But you give 8. 75. 9. But you get 9. But you get 9. But you get 9 quarter. 9 and a quarter. But you get 9 and a quarter. 9. 9 and a quarter. But you get 9 and a quarter. 90. But you get 9 and a quarter. Sold at over 900. Put them on number 8. 97.11 bull calf, 97.11 on the bull calf. Retain, but about 13, 13, but about 13, we get 13, 12 quarter, but about 12, 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter half. You have about 50, we get 12, 50, we get 12, 50, 75, 12, 75, 13, but about 13, 12, 75, but about 13, but about 13, 12, 75, but about 13, sold at over 12, 75, 10, 3, 1. 97.34 bull calf, 97.34 on the bull calf, 14, but about 14, but you get 14, 13, but about 13, 13 quarter, but you get 13 a quarter now half, but about 50, but you get 13, 50, 50, something about 13, something about 14, but about 14 a quarter, but you get 14 a quarter half, 14 a half, here but you get 14 a half, 14 a half, 14 a half, here but you get 14 a half, sold at every 14 a quarter, 90, 100. 97.01 bull calf, 97.01 on the bull calf here, but about 9 here, but 9, and now quarter, 90, but 9 a quarter, 9, but 9 a quarter, and 9, but 9 a quarter, but 9 a quarter, 9, 9 a quarter, but 9, 25, 25 here, now 50, but 9, 50, but 50, but 9, 50, 75, 9, 75 here, but 9, 75, and now 1,000, but about 1,000, 9, 75, but about 1,000, sold at over 975, but about 40 on 2, 98.65. On a heifer here. Here we go on the center there. Here we go, but about 900. Here we go 98. Here we go 800. What do you give 8? Now quarter. At 800 now quarter. What do you give 8? Here we go 8 a quarter. What do you give 8 a quarter? 8 here. What do you give 8 a quarter? At 8 here now quarter. What do you give 8 here? What do you give 8 a quarter? What do you give 8? 25. Here what about 25? 8 25 25 25 8 25 8 25 one in. What do you give 8 25 50? And out 75 8 75 9. What do you get 9? What do you get 9 now quarter? 9 a quarter. 9 a quarter half. Yeah, but about 50. And 9 50. What do you get 50? What do you get 50? What do you get 9 50? What do you get 9 50? What do you get 9 50? Sold at over 925, but I'm on 3314. 98.71 bull calf, 98.71 on the bull calf. Right here we go. Listen here, but I'm 12. Here we get 1,200. Here we get 12. Here we get 1,000. $1,000 now quarter. But about 10. We get 10. We get 10 a quarter half. Here what about 10 50 12 now quarter half. Here what about 12 50 75 at 12 75. Here we get 12 75 75. Here we get 12 75 1 in. We get 12 75 and now 13 a quarter. 13 a quarter half. Here what about 50 75 13 75 to 14 and now quarter. We get 14 a quarter half. Here we get 14 half 75 14 75 and now 15 but about 15 14 75 here but about 15 we get 15 sold at over 14 75 10 31 98.54 bull calf, 98.54 on the bull calf, 13, 13, but about 13, but you get 13, but about 13, but you get 12, 12 now quarter, but you get 12 and a quarter, but about quarter, but you get 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, but about 12, but you get 12 and a quarter, half, here, but about 50, 75, 12, 75, here, but you get 12, 75, 12, 75, now 13, but about 13, 12, 75, here, but about 13, sold at over 12, 75, but about 40 on 2, 96.94 heifer, 96.94 heifer. Right here, but about 13, but you get 13, but you get 12. At 12 here, but about 12. Here, but you get 12, but about 12,000. But about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000. 1,000, but you get 1,000. But about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000. Quarter, but about 10, but you get 10 a quarter half. But what about 10, 50, 75. And now 1100 now quarter half. Here, but about 50, 75. 1175 here, but about 75. 1175. 1150, but you get 75, 75 here, but about 1175. 1150 now 75 here, but you get 1175. Sold at over 1150. Put them on 58.61 on 2. 58.61 on 2. 97.16 bull calf, 97.16 bull calf here. Here we go on this one. Right here, but about 14, but about 14, but you get 14, but you get 13, but about 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter half, here, but about 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75, here, but you get 13, 75, 13, 50, now 75, here, but you get 75, 13, 75, 13, 75, sold at over 13, 50, 10, 31. 9,700 bull calf, 9,700 on the bull calf. Right here. Here we go on the Sunday here, but about 13, but about 1,000. 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 800 here, but you get 8, but you get 8, but you get 8, 5, here, but about 5, here, but about 5, here, but you get 5, 5, here, but about 5, here, but you get 5, 3, 300, but about 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 2, 10, but about 2, but you get 200, here, but about bond, here, but about bond, quarter, 1 a quarter, but about 1 a quarter, 1 a quarter, now half, here, but about bond, 50, Chad, here, but about bond, 50, and now 75, 175, 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, Chad, here, but about 2, 200, here, but on 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 2 quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, but about 2 and a quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, 1 in, but you get 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, sold at over 200 Chad's way. Put them on number 168, 168. 98.42, bull calf, 98.42 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one here, but I'm on 12, and 1200, here we get 12, here, but I'm on 12, here we get 12, here we get 12, here, but I'm on 12, here we get 12, now quarter, and 12, 12 and a quarter, here we get 12, 12 and a quarter, we get 12 and a quarter, 12, 12 and a quarter, and $1,200, we get 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, we get 12 and a quarter, 12, here we get 12 and a quarter, we get 12 and a quarter, sold at over 1200, 90, 100, 99.13. Bull calf, 99.13 on the bull calf here, but about 14, 14, we get 14, 14, but about 14, we get 14, we get 13, and now quarter, 13, 13, a quarter, we get 13, a quarter, half, here, but about 15, we get 13, 50, 75, 13, 75 to 14, and now quarter, half, here, but about 14 and a half, here, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14, 50, 75, and 14, 75, 15, 1500, we get 15, 14, 75, here, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, sold at over 14, 75, 40 on 1, 40 on 1. Yeah, 99.36 bull calf, 99.36 on the bull calf. Here, what about 12? At 12, here, we get 12, here, we get 12. Here, what about 12? Here, we get 12, here, we get 12, here, we get 1,000. What about 1,000? We get 1,000, we get 1,000, we get 800. At 8 here, we get 8, we get 800, here, we get 86. Here, we get 60, we get 6 and now quarter. 60 here, we get 6 and a quarter. At 6 here, we get 6 and a quarter. 60 here, we get 6 and a quarter, we get 25, 625, 625. At $600 now quarter, we get 16 and a quarter now half. Here, we get 6 and a half, 6 and a half. Here, we get 6 and a half. Here, we get 6 and a half, 6 and a half. Here, we get 6 and a half. Here, we get 6 and a half. 75. And now 7. We get 7 now quarter, now half. Here we get 7 and 75. Here we get 7, 75, 8. We get 8, we get 8 now quarter. At 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter now half. Here we get 50, 75. Here we get 8, 75, 8, 75, 9. We get 9, we get 9 quarter. At 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9. Here we get 9 quarter, 9 quarter, 9. Here we get 9 and a quarter, 9. Here we get 9 and a quarter. Sold at over 900 Graber's Way. Put them on 8315, 8315. Yeah, 98.83 bull calf, 98.83 on the bull calf. Here we go, right there on this one here, but about 13, we get 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, we get 13, 12, here, but about 12, and 1,200, here, we get 12, here, but about 12, here, we get 12, here, but about 12, here, we get 12, here, we get 12, 11, $1,100, we get 11, 11, here, we get about $1,000 now, quarter, half, here, but about 10, 50, 10, 50, we get 10, 50, we get 50, 75, 10, 75, 10, 75, here, we get 10, 75, you're both out, here, we get 10, 75, 11, and now quarter, 11 a quarter, but about 25, here, we get 25, 11, 25, and 25, here, but about 25, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, 1150, 1150, 1150, 1150, one in, 1150, 75, 1175, 75, here we get 1175, 1150, 75, sold at every 1150, 40 on 2, 40 on 2, 98.63. Heifer, 98.63 on the heifer right here. Here we go there, what about 1,000? What do you get 10? What about 1,000? What do you get 1,000? What do you get 900? And now quarter, 90, what do you get 9 a quarter? What do you get 9 a quarter? 9, 9 a quarter. And 9, but about 9 a quarter, what do you get 925? 925, 50, but about 50, 75, 975, 75, here we get 975. And 950, 75, here we get 975, 975, here we get 1,000. 1,000, we get 1,000, 975, here we get 1,000, we get 1,000, 975, here we get 1,000. Sold at over 975, but I'm 40 on 2. Yeah, 96.87 bull calf, 96.87 on the bull calf. I retain, but I'm on 3. We're to get 300, but I'm on 3. We're to get 3, we're to get 3, we're to get 300, we're to get 3 quarter, and $300 now quarter. Bull calf, 500. 6,000, that's better now quarter. Here we get 10, 10 a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 10, 50, 75, 10, 75. Here we get 10, 75, and now 11, 1100. Here we get 11, 11 here we get 11, 11 here we get 11, and now quarter, 11 a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 50, 1150, 1150. We get 50, we get 50, we get 1150, 1150. We get 50, we get 50, 1150. We get 50, we get 50, 1125. Here, but I'm on 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50. Sold at over 1125. Number 8, 97.22. Bull calf, 97.22 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 13, 13, 13. We get 13, 13, 13, 13 quarter. At 13, 13 a quarter. Quarter, we get 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter. And but a quarter half, here we get 13 a half. 75 to 14, 14 a quarter. And 14, 14 a quarter. We get 14 a quarter. 14, we get 14 a quarter. 14 a quarter half. And 14 a half. 75, 14, 75, 75, 14, 75, 75. Sold at over 14, 50, 10, 31. 99.39 bull calf, 99.39 on the bull calf, 14, 14, but about 14, 14 a quarter, and 14, 14 a quarter, you want anybody get 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, and 14, 14 a quarter, half, here, but about 14 a half, 14 a half, here, but about 50, and 14, 50, we get 50, we get 50, one in, we get 14, 50, we get 14, 50, sold at over 14, 25, 90, 100, 99.29. Bull calf 99.29. Bull calf 18. Put them on 18. But give 18. That's 17 quarter. But give 17 a quarter now. Half here. Put them on 17 and a half. Now 75 here. But give 17. 75 18. At 18 quarter half. Here. Put them on 18 and a half. 75 18. 75 here. But give 18. 75 at 18. 75 here. But give 18. 75 here now. 19 now quarter. At 19 a quarter. But give 19 a quarter. 19 a quarter. 19. But give 19. But give 19 a quarter. 19 a quarter. Sold at over 1900. 9100. 9702. Bull calf 9702 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 13, but about 13, but about 13, but you get 13, but you get 12. At 12 here, but about 12 here, but about 12 here, but you get 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 8, but about 800. At 8 here, but you get 8, but you get 8, but you get 8, 5 here, but about 5, 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, but you get 5, 3 quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter. At 3 and a quarter, half here, but about 350, 75, 3, 75, 4, but you get 4, but you get 4 and a quarter, but you get 4 and a quarter now, half here, but about 450. At 450, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 450, but you get 450 now, 75, 475. At 450 now 75, 450 but you get 475, 450 but you get 475, 475 here but you get 475. Sold at over 450. Number 8. 99.18 heifer, 99.18 on a heifer here. I tell you, but about 13 a quarter. At 13 a quarter, but you get 13 a quarter. But about 25, 50, but you get 13, 50, 75 here, but you get 75 to 14 a quarter. And I'll have here, but you get 14 and a half, 75 to 15 a quarter. Now half here, but you get 15 and a half. At 15 and a half here, but you get 15 and a half. 15 and a half here, but you get 15 and a half, 75 Robert. At 15, 75 here, but you get 15, 75 here, but you get 15, 75 Robert here, but you get 15, 75. Sold at over 15 and a half, 58.61 on 2. 99.35 bull calf, 99.35 on the bull calf. Right here, here we go, but about 14, but about 14, 13, but about 13. At 13, but about 13, but you get 12, here but about 1,200, here but you get 12, here but you get 12,000. But about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 800, here but you get 8, but you get 800, here but you get 8, but you get 8, but you get 8, but you get 8, 6, here but about 60, but you get 60, but you get 6 and a quarter. At 60 here, but you get 6 and a quarter, you want in, but you get 6 and a quarter, but about 6 and a quarter, but you get 25. At 60 here, but you get 625, here but about 25, here but you get 625, here but you get 625. 625, and now 50, but you get 650, but around 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 650, one in, but you get 650. At 50, now 75, 675, now 777, now quarter, 7 and a quarter, half, here, but about 7 and a half. At 7 and a half, 75, here, but you get 775, here, but you get 775, here, but you get 775, sold it over 7 and a half, but about 90, 100. 98.85 bull calf, 98.85 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 50, but you get 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 800. At 80, but about 8, but you get 8, but you get 8, but you get 8, but you get 8, but about 8, but you get 8, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 5 here, but about 5. And now quarter, 500, and a quarter and a half, here, but about 550, somebody about 5, somebody about 6, here, but you get 6, but you get 6 and a quarter and a half, here, but you get 6 and a half, 75, and now 7, but you get 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, half, here, but about 750, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 750, 750, but you get 50, 75, 775, here, but you get 775, 775, here, but you get 775. At 750, but you get 775, here, but you get 775, 775, sold it over 750, but I'm on 10.63. 98.82 bull calf, 98.82 on the bull calf here, but about 14, but about 14, but you get 14, but you get 13. At 13, but about 13, but you get 12 here, but about 12 here, but you get 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 1,000. Up there now quarter, but about half here, but about 10.50, 75, 10.75 now 11, and now quarter, 11 and a quarter half here, but about 50, 75, 11, 75, 12 here, but about 12, 12 and a quarter half here, but about 12, 50, 75, at 12, 75, 13, but about 13, but you get 13, but about 13. At 12, 75 here, but about 13, but you get 30, but you get 13, sold at over 12.75, 90, 100. 99.32 bull calf, 99.32 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 17, but you get 17, but you get 17, but you get 17. At 17, but you get 16, but about 15 here, but you get 15, but about 15, but you get 12 here, but about 12 quarter. At 12 and a quarter, but about 12, but about 12 and a quarter half here, but about 50, 75, 13 a quarter half, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter. At 14 a quarter, but you get quarter, but you get 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, but you get 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, you want in, but you get 14 a quarter half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15 a quarter half, 15 and a half, 75, and now 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter half, 16 and a half, 75, now 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter, but you get 17 a quarter, sold at over 1,700, but I'm on 40 on 1, 40 on 1. Yeah, 98, 87 bull calf on the bull calf. Right here, but about 14. At 14, but about 14. We get 14, we get 14, we get 13. 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, we get 12. At 12 here, quarter, we get 12 and a quarter, half. Yeah, but about 12, 50, 75. At 12, 75, 75 here, we get 12, something about 13. We get 13, we get 13, 13, 13, but about 13 and a quarter, 13 and a quarter, half. Yeah, but about 13 and a half, 75. At 13, 75, 75 here, we get 13, 75, 75, 13, 75 here, we get 75. Sold it over 13 and a half. 90, 100. Yeah, 98, 64, bull calf here, right here, but about 5, here, but about 5, 3, but get 300, but about 3, but get 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 3, and 3, 3, but about 3, 2, 2, but about 2, but get 200, but get 2, 2, quarter, but about 2, 2 and a quarter, half, and what about 50, something about 2, something about 3, quarter, but get 3 and a quarter, half, something about, and 3, something about 4, but 4, but get 4 now, quarter, but get 4 and a quarter, half, and what about 4 and a half, and 4 and a half, now something about 4, something about 5, here, but about 5, quarter, but get 5 and a quarter, now half, here, but get 550, and 550, gonna be 550, but get 550, but get 550, 550, we get 550, we get 550, 550, sold it over 5 and a quarter. But I'm on number 8. 98, 86, bull calf here, 98, 86 on the bull calf, 14, 14 a quarter, but you get 14 a quarter, half, but I'm on 50, 75, down 15, 15, 15, but I'm on 15, at 14, 80, now 90, now 15, 15, but I'm on 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, now 10, 10, 10, 20, but I'm on 20, but you get 20, at 15, 20, but you get 20, but you get 20, sold it over 15, 10, but I'm on 40 on 1. 99-17 bull calf, 99-17 on the bull calf. Right here, we go. But I'm on 8. We give 800. We give 8. We give 8. We give 8. 5. And 5 here now. What about 4? 4 and a quarter. And 4 and a quarter now. Half here. What about 450? We give 50. We give 50. We give 50. We give 450. And 450. We give 450. We give 450. 450. Somebody 5. 4. Somebody 5 here. What about 4? Somebody 5. 4. Somebody 5 here. Now 5. 5. 5 and a quarter. Half here. What about 550? Somebody 5. Now 6. And now quarter. Half here. What about 6 and a half? Somebody 5 here. We get 6. Somebody 5. Now 7. So now quarter. 7 and a quarter. Half here. What about 7 and a half? And 7 and a half here. We get 750, 75, 775, 775, 8, we give 8, now quarter, 8 and a quarter, half, yeah, what about 50, and now 75, 8, 75, 9, 9, 9, quarter, we get 9 and a quarter, half, yeah, what about 1,000, quarter, half, yeah, what about 10, 50, and now 75, now 11, 11 here, now quarter, 11 and a quarter, 11 and a quarter, 11 here, now quarter, now half, yeah, what about 50, 11, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 11, 50, 11, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, now 75, 11, 75, Griever, 11, 75, 75 here, we get 11, 75, sold it over 11, 50, but I'm on 58, 61. Yeah, 99, 40 bull calf, 99, 40 on the bull calf, 14, but about $1,400, everybody get 14, and now quarter, everybody get 14, a quarter, everybody get 25, now 15, everybody get 14, 50, 75, here, everybody get 75, 75, 15, 15, everybody get 15, everybody get 15, 1480, and now 90, did you say 1480? At 1480, now 90, everybody get 14, now everybody get 90, everybody get 90, everybody get 90, now 15, 15, but about 15, 10, 10, but about 10, everybody get 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 10, sold it over 1,500, but I'm on 40 on 1. 99-14 heifer, 99-14 heifer, right there on the center here, but I'm on 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, quarter, at 15, but you get 15, a quarter, half, but I'm on 50, but you get 15, 50, at 15, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, 50, 75, 15, 75, 16, Robert, here, but you get 16, at 16, a quarter, but you get 16, a quarter, but you get 20, but I'm on quarter, but you get 16, a quarter, at $1,600 now, quarter, but you get 16, 16, a quarter, but you get 16, a quarter, 16, but you get 16, 25, sold it over 1,600. Robert's Way. 89.10's a buyer, 89.10. 99.33 bull calf, 99.33 on the bull calf. Yeah, right here. Here we go. Listen here. But I'm on 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, but you get 12, and 12 here, but I'm on 12, here, but you get 12, here, but you get 12, here, but I'm on 12, here, but you get 12, here, but you get 1,000, up there, but I'm on 1,000, but you get 1,000, now quarter, but you get 10, 10, a quarter, but I'm on 10, 25, 10, 10, but I'm on 10, 25, here, but I'm on 10, 25, here, but you get 10, 25, here, but you get 10, 25, 50, Robert, here, but you get 10, 50, 10, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, somebody about 10, somebody about 11, 1100, everybody 11, Robert, here, but you get 1100. 11 here and a quarter, 11 a quarter, 1125 here, but I'm on 25, 50, but 1150. Robert here, but 1150. Now 75, 1175, 75 here, but 1175, 1150 now 75 here, but 1175. 1 in 1175, 1150, 1175. Sold it over 1150. Robert's Way, 89.10. Your buyer, 89.10. 99.43 heifer, 99.43 heifer, right there, but about 16, see, everybody get 16 a quarter, $1,600 now quarter, everybody get 16, 16 a quarter, $1,600 now quarter, but about 16 a quarter, half, here, but about 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, now 17, 17, 17, everybody get 17, everybody get 17, 16, 75, here, but about 17, everybody get 17, sold it over 16, 75, but I'm on 40 on 20, 40 on 20. 99.16 heifer, 99.16 heifer. Here we go. Right here, this is everybody about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody give 800. Everybody give 8. Everybody give 800. Everybody give 8. Everybody give 8. Everybody give 8. Everybody give 8. 6. Everybody about 60. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 5. Hit 5 here. Everybody about 5. 5 here. Everybody about 5. Here. Everybody about 5. 2 quarter. Everybody get 2 and a quarter now. Half. Everybody about 250. 250 now. Somebody about 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3 quarter half. Everybody about 350. Somebody about now 4. Everybody get 4. Everybody get 4. Chad. Everybody get 4. Hit 400. Everybody get 4. 4 quarter. Everybody get 4 and a quarter now. Half. Everybody get 4 and a half. Everybody about 4 and a half. Hit 4 and a half. Everybody about 4 and a half. Everybody get 4 and a half. 4 and a half. 4 and a half. Everybody get 4 and a half. Everybody get 4 and a half. Internet, you're not. Everybody get 4 and a half. Hit 4 and a half. Everybody get 4 and a half. Everybody get 4 and a half. Everybody get 4 and a half. 4 and a half. Everybody get 4 and a half. 4 and a half. Everybody get 450. Sold at over 4 and a quarter. 8315 8315 9872. Bull calf, 98.72 on the bull calf. Here, but about 14. 14, everybody get 40, everybody get 40, everybody get 13. 13 a quarter, half. Here, but about 13, 75 to 14. 14, everybody get 14. 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter. 14 a quarter, everybody get 14 a quarter. 14 a quarter, but about quarter half. Here, but about 14 and a half. And now 75, 14, 75 to 15. 15, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 15, everybody get 15. 15, 14, 80. And now 90. At 14, 90, everybody get 90, everybody get 90, everybody get 90, everybody get 90. Sold it for 1480. 10, 31. 98.62 bull calf, 98.62 on the bull calf. Here, but about 12. And 12 here, but get 12. Here, but about 1,200. Here, but get 12. Here, but about 12. Here, but get 12. Here, but get 12. Here, but get 12. Here, but get 12. 11. 1,100. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 11. But about 1,000. But about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000 now. Quarter. But about 10. Everybody get 10 a quarter half. But about 10.50. 10.50. 75. Here, but get 10.75. 10.75 now. 11. 1,100. Everybody get 11. 10.75. Here, but get 11. 10.75. Here, but get 11. Everybody get 11. Sold at over 10.75. Put them on 40 on 2. 99.38 bull calf, 99.38 on the bull calf here, but about 15, 14, 14, but about 14, at 14, 14, but get 14, she's a 14, 14, but about 14, 14 a quarter, at 14, 14 a quarter half, yeah, but about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, here, but get 14, 75 to 15, at 15, 15, but get 50, but get 50, but get 50, but get 15, 15, but get 15, but get 15, sold at over 14, 75, 40 on 1. 98.57 bull calf, 98.57 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 14, 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, 14, but about 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, 13, 13, but about 13. And now quarter, but you get 13, 13 a quarter, but about 20, but you get 14, 14 a quarter, at 14 a quarter half, here, but about 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, at 14, 75, 75, 75, sold it over 14 and a half, 90, 100. 98.67 heifer, 98.67 on the heifer here. Right here, but about 6. Everybody get 600, everybody get 6. That's 60, everybody get 6. Everybody get 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 5 here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Hit 5 here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5. 3, 3, 3, but about 300 here, but about 1. Hit 1 here, but about 1. Everybody get 1, but about 1. Now quarter, 1 a quarter, everybody get 1 a quarter. 1, 1 a quarter. Hit 1 a quarter half here, but about 150, 150, 150. Everybody get 150, 150. Now 75, 175, 175. Now 2. 2, everybody get 2, everybody get 2, everybody get 2. 175 here, but about 2. Everybody get 2, everybody get 2, 175 here, everybody get 2, 2 quarter, 2 and a quarter now, half, 2 and a half, 75, 2, 75, 3, everybody get 3, everybody get 3, everybody get 3, 3, 3 quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter, half, here, but about 350, 350, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody about 350, 350, everybody get 350, internet here, gotta be 350, 350, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 350, everybody get 350, 350, sold at over 325, Graver's Way, 3335. 99.37 bull calf, 99.37 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm in 12. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 12. At 12 here, but I'm in 12. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 12. Here, but I'm on 1,000. Everybody get 10. But I'm on 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 800. At 8 here, but I'm on 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. 6. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 5 here. At 6 here now quarter. At $600 now quarter. Everybody get $600 now quarter. Everybody get 6 and a quarter. 60. Everybody get 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter. Everybody get 6 and a quarter. 625 here. But I'm on 25. Everybody get 625. 625. Sold it over 600. Number 8. 97.14 bull calf, 97.14 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm everybody get 800, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, 6, everybody get 600, everybody get 5. Hit 5 now, quarter, now half, everybody get 5 today, everybody get 50, 75, 5, 75, 75, everybody get 5, 75, hit 5, 75, 6, everybody get 60 now, quarter, everybody get 6 and a quarter now, half, everybody get 6 and a half, 75, everybody get 6, 75 now, 7, 7, everybody get 7 now, quarter, 7 and a quarter, everybody get 7 and a quarter now, half, everybody get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, everybody get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, everybody get 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 7 and a half, 7 and a half, everybody get 7 and a half, sold at over 7 and a quarter, put them on 1942, 1942. 98.80 on a heifer. 98.80 on a heifer. Right there. Here we go on this one. Right there. But about 16. 16. We got 16 a quarter half. Here. But about 16 and a half. 75. 16. 75. Now 17. 17. We got 17. 17. We got 17. We got 17 quarter. 17. We got 17 a quarter now half. Here. We got 17 and a half. 17 half. Here. We got 17. 50. We got 50. 75. 17. 75. 18. We got 18. We got 18. Sold at number 17. 75. Put them on 40 on 20. 99.28 bull calf. 99.28 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 17. 17 now quarter. Everybody get 17. 17 a quarter. That's 17. 17 a quarter. But about 25 here now 50. Everybody get 17. 50. Everybody get 50. 75. Everybody get 17. 75. 17. 75. 75. Everybody get 17. 75. Everybody get 17. 75. Sold at number 17. 50. Put them on 40 on 20. 97.03 heifer. 97.03 on the heifer. Right here, but about 1,000. What do you get there? But about $10. What do you get 1,000? What do you get there? But about $10 now quarter. What do you get 10? 10 a quarter. But about 10. 25. 10. 25. Here, but about 25. Here, what do you get 10? 25. 25. Here, what do you get 10? 25. 10. 25. Here, but about 25. Here, what do you get 10? 25. Here, what do you get 10? 25. 10. 25. 50. 10. 50. What do you get 50? What do you get 50? What do you get 10? 50. 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 10. 25. Here, but about 10. 50. What do you get 10? 50. What do you get 10? 50. Sold at number 10. 25. Graver's Way. 8315. 8315. 99.41 bull calf. 99.41 on the bull calf. Hey, right there. Here we go. This is about a thing. But about 1,200. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 1,000. $1,000 now quarter. But about 10. We get 10. We get 10. But about 10. 25. Here we get 25. Here we get 10. 25. 10. 25. Here we get 10. 25. 10. 25. Here we get 10. 25. 50. We get 10. 50. We get 50. We get 50. 75. 10. 75. 11. 11. Here we get 11 now quarter half. Here we get 50. 75. 11. 75. 75. Here we get 11. 75. 75. 75. 75. Sold at 1150. But I'm on 40 on. Is that 5? 40 on 5? 98.44 bull calf. 98.44 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 16. 16, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15. And now quarter, now half. Here we get 15 and a half. Here, but I'm on 50, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, we get 16 a quarter. And now half. Here, but I'm on 16 and a half. 16 and a half. Here we get 16 and a half. 16 and a half. Here we get 16 and a half. Here we get 16 and a half. 16 and a half. Here we get 16 and a half. 75, 16, 75, 17. 17, we get 17. 17, we get 17. 17, we get 17. We get 17. Sold at number 16, 75. But I'm on 58.61 straight. 58.61. 97.18 bull calf. 97.18 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, we get 14, we get 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, but about 12, here we get 12, here but about 1,200, here we get 12, here we get 12, here we get 12, here we get 1,000, 1,000, but about 1,000, we get 1,000, we get 1,000, we get 1,000, now quarter half, here but about 10, 50, now 75, 10, 75, 11, now quarter, 11 and a quarter half, here but about 50, 75, 11, 75, 12, here but about 12, 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, got to be 12 and a quarter, here we get 12 and a quarter half, here but about 12, 50, 12, 50, 75, 12, 75, 75, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter half, yeah, but about 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75, 75, here we get 13, 75, 13, 75, 75, here we get 13, 75, sold at over 13 and a half, 90, 100, 98, 91. Bull calf, 98, 91 on the bull calf, 14, but about 14, 14, we get 14, we get 14, at 14, quarter, we get 14, $100 now, quarter and a half, here, but about 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, so but about 15, at 15, 15, but about 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, 10, 10, but about 10, 20, we get 15, 20, 20, we get 20, we get 20, at 15, 10, but about 20, we get 20, we get 20, we get 20, we get 20, sold at over 15, 10, 10, 31, 99, 27, bull calf, 99.27 on the bull calf, here, but about 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, 16, 16, but about 16, we get 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, we get 16, we get 15, 15 now, quarter half, yeah, but about 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter half, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter, and now half, here, but about 79, 75, here, we get 17, 75, now 18, we get 18, we get 18, at 18, but about 18, we get 18, we get 18, we get 18, we get 18, sold at over 17, 75, 58.61 straight, 58.61 straight. 98.93 bull calf, 98.93 on the bull calf here, but about 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, but you get 1300, but you get 13, 13 a quarter, but you get 13, 13 a quarter, but you get 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13, but you get 13 a quarter, half, here, but about 13 and a half, 13 and a half, 75, here, but you get 13, 75 to 14, 14, but you get 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, half, here, but you get 14 and a half, 14 and a half, here, but you get 14 and a half, 75, here, but about 14, 75, 14, 50 now, 75, here, but you get 14, 75, sold at over 14, 50, 58, 61 on one. 98-17, bull calf. 98-17 on the bull calf. Right there. Here we go. But about 13. 13, 13, 13, but about 13. 13, 13, but about 13. 13, but about 13. We get 12. 12, we get 1,000. But about 10, we get 1,000. We get 10, but about 10, we get 1,000. We get 10, but about 800. At 8 here now, quarter. We give $800 now, quarter. We give 8 here. We give 8 a quarter. We give 8 a quarter. At 8 here, but about 8 a quarter. We give 8 here. We give 8 a quarter. Half. But about 50. We give 8. We give 50. We give 50. We give 8. 50. At 8, 50. We give 8. 50. We give 8. 50. 50. 75. 8. 75. 75. Now 9. We give 9. We give 900 now, quarter. 9 a quarter. 9 a quarter. Half. But about 50. At 950 now, 75. 975. Here we get 975. Here we get 1,000. 975. Here we get 1,000. We get 1,000. 975. Here we get 1,000. 975. Here we get 1,000. Sold at over 975. 10, 31. 98.89. Bull calf, 98.89 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 13, 13, but about 13, 13, we get 13, 13, 13, we get 13, but about 13, we get 1,000. Up there, but about 1,000, we get 1,000, we get 800, here we get 8, we get 8, we get 8, but about 5 here, but about 5. Hit 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, but about 3, we get 2, 2, 2, but about 2, we get 2, 2, we get 2, 2, we get 2, 2, we get 2, 100, but about 2, 2 and a quarter half. At 250, but about 75, 275, 3, but about 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3. At 275, but about 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, 275, but about 3, internet trail, 3 quarter. At 3, 3 and a quarter, but about 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter. At $300 half, here, but about 350, 75, 3, 75, 4, but about 4, we get 4, we get 4, chase here, we get 4. At 3, 74 now, quarter, we get 4 and a quarter now, half, here, we get 4 and a half, chase here, we get 4 and a half. Hit 4 and a half, 75, 4, 75, 5, here, but about 5, here, we get 5, 5, here, we get 5, chase here, we get 5. Hit 500, here, we get 5, here, but about 5, 4, 75, here, we get 5, 4, 75, here, we get 5, here, we get 5, here, we get 5, 5 quarter. Hit 5 and a quarter, we get 5 and a quarter, 5, 5 and a quarter, 500 now, quarter, we get 5, here, we get 5 and a quarter, 5 here, we get 5 and a quarter, sold at over 500. Chase's way, 42, 35, 42, 35, 99, 73. Lot 99.73 heifer. Right here, but on 8. We give 800. We give 8. 700. We get 7. We get 6 here. We get 6 here. We get 60. We get 60. We get 5. Hit 5 here, but on 5 here, but on 500. We get 5 quarter. But we get 5 and a quarter half. Here we get 5. 50. 75 here. We get 5. 75 6. Here we get 60. We get 6 and now quarter. And now half. Here we get 6 and a half. 75. 6 75 now 7 and now quarter. 7 and a quarter half. Here we get 7 75. Here we get 7 75. At 7 75 here we get 7 75. 8. We give 8. We give 8. 7 75 here we give 8. At 7 75 here we give 8. 7 75 here we give 8 now quarter. We give 8 here. We give 8 a quarter. We give 8 a quarter half. Here we get 50. We give 8 50. At 8 50. We give 50. We give 50. We give 50. We give 8 50. Sold at over 825. Put them on 3314 3314. 98.92. Bull calf, 98.92 on the bull calf here, but about 14. We get 1,400. We get 14. 14. We get 14. We get 13. 13. 13. 13. A quarter. And now half here, but about 13 and 75. 13. 75. 14. 14. We get 14. At 14. We get 1,400 now. Quarter. We get 14. A quarter half here. We get 14 and a half. At 14 and a half here. We get 50. 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 Sold at over 14.25. But about 40 on 1. 98.88 bull calf, 98.88 on the bull calf, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 30, we get 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 12. At 12 here, but about 12, here we get 12, here we get 1,000, but about 1,000, we get 1,000, but about 1,000, we get 1,000, we get 10, but about 1,000, we get 700. At 7 now quarter, we get 7, 7 a quarter now, half, 75 here, now 8, we get 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, half, yeah, but about 50, 75, 8, 75, 9, we get 9, we get 9, we get 9, we get 900. At 8, 75 here, we get 9, 8, 75 here, we get 9, we get 9, we get 9, 8, 75 here, we get 9, we get 9, we get 9, sold at over 875. 10, 31. 99.74 bull calf, 99.74 on the bull calf here, but about 5, here we get 500, but about 5, here but about 5, 3, we get 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 3, 2, 2, but about 2, we get 200, we get 2, we get 2, we get 2, we get 200, but about 1, hit 1 here, but about 1, here we get 1, but about 1, we get 1, we get 1, we get 1, we get 100 now, quarter, at 1, here but about 1 a quarter half, here but about 50, 75, 1, 75, 2, we get 2, we get 2, we get 2 and a quarter, but about 2 and a quarter, we get 2 and a quarter, at 2, 2 and a quarter, but about 2, 2 and a quarter, we get 2 and a quarter half, here but about 50, we get 2, 50, 75, 2, 75, 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3 quarter, and now half, here but about 350, 75, 4, we get 4, we get 4 and a quarter, here we get 4 and a quarter, we get 4 and a quarter, Robert, here we get 4 and a quarter half, hit 4 and a half, 75, 4, 75, here we get 4, 75, Robert, here we get 4, 75, 5, 5 quarter, and now half, 5 and a half, 75, down 6, here but about 6, Robert, here we get 6. At 575 here we get 6, 575 here but about 6, 575 here we get 6, Robert got to be 600. At 575 here we get 6, 5 but about 6, we get 6, sold at over 575. Graber's Way, put them on number 3335. 98.95 bull calf, 98.95 on the bull calf, 14, but about 14, what do you get 14? She say 14, 14, but about 14, and 14, what do you get 40, what do you get 40, what do you get 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, what do you get 12, and 12, and what do you get 12, you put them on 12, you put them on 12, you get 12, and what do you get 12, you get 12, you get 12,000, but about 30, what do you get 30, now quarter half, you put them on 10, 50, 10, 50, 75, you put them on 10, 75, 10, 75, 11, what do you get 1100 now quarter, 11 and a quarter now half, you put them on 50, 12, 12 and a quarter, and 12 and a quarter half, you put them on 12, 50, 75, 12, 75, 75, 13, 13, 13 quarter, 13 a quarter half, you put them on 13 out, 75, at 13, 75, 75, you would get 13, 75, 75, you would get 13, 75, you would get 75, sold it over 13, 50, 90, 100. 99.72 bull calf, 99.72 on the bull calf. Hey, everybody give 800, everybody give 8. At 800, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8. 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 6, everybody get 6, everybody get 6, everybody get 6, everybody get 5. Hey, now quarter, 5 and a quarter half. You put them on 550, 75, 575, 75. Robert, everybody get 575. Hey, 575, sorry, you put them on 576. Everybody get 6 now quarter, everybody get 6 and a quarter, everybody get 6 and a quarter now half. Everybody get 650, 75. Robert, 675. And now 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 700 now quarter, everybody get 7 and a quarter now half. You put them on 7 and a half, everybody get 7 and a half, everybody get 7 and a half. And now 75, 775, Robert, here, get 775, 775, 8, give 8, give 8, now quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter half, you put them on 850, Robert, here, give 850, at 850, 75, 875, 9, 9, Robert, here, 9, now quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, $900 now quarter, 9, here, 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9, here, 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9, here, 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 925, you say 925, you want in, 925, 925, here, 925, sold at number 900, Robert's Way, 89.10, 89.10's a buyer. Yeah, 98, 99, bull calf, 98, 99 on the bull calf, 14, but about 14, but you get 40, but you get 14, but you get 13, 13, 13, but about 13, but you get 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, but you get 12, $1,200, but you get 12, here, but about 12, here, but you get 12, here, but you get 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 10, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000, but about 800, but you give 8, but you give 8, but you give 800, but you give 8, but you give 8, 7, and now quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter, but about 7 and a quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter, 7, but you get 7 and a quarter, but you get 7 and a quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter, but you get 7 and a quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter, but 7, everybody get 7 and a quarter, everybody get 7 and a quarter half, you put them on 7 and a half, 7 and a half, everybody get 7, 7 and a half, 8, at 8 here, put them on 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8 quarter, everybody give 8 and a quarter, everybody give 8 and a quarter half, you put them on 850, at 8, everybody get 50, 7 and a half, 8, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, everybody give 8, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, everybody give 8, 75, 875, sold at number 850, number 8, 98.90. Bull calf, 98, 90 on the bull calf. 14, but I'm on 14, 14, but I'm on 14. 14, 14, but I'm on 14, but you get 14 quarter, everybody get 14, 14 a quarter, everybody get 25, 25, you say 14, 25, 25, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 14, 50, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, 75, 14, 75, 75, here, everybody get 14, 75, 75, here, everybody get 14, 75, 60, now 70, 14, 70, everybody get 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 70, sold it for 14, 60, put them on 10, 31. 98, 98 bull calf, 98, 98 on the bull calf, 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, 14, but I'm on 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, but you get 13, 13, 13, 13, but I'm on 13, but you get 13, quarter, but you get 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, but you get 13 a quarter, but you get 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, but you get 13 a quarter, 13, but you get 13 a quarter, but you get a quarter, sold at over 1,310, 31, 10, 31. 99.04 on the blind one. 99.04 on the blind one. Here we go. Oh, right there. Turn them around. Here, right here. Put them on thing. Put them on 500. Everybody get 5. Here, put them on 5. 3. 3. Put them on 3. 22. 2. Put them on 2. But you get 2. But you get 2. But you get 200. Here, put them on 200. Here, put them at 1. 1. Here, put them at 1. Now quarter. 1. Here, put them at 1 a quarter. 1. 1 a quarter. 1. Here, put them at 1 a quarter. Half. Here, put them on 50. 150. But you get 50. But you get 50. 75. 175. 75. Here, put them at 175. 175. 2. But you get 2. But you get 2. But you get 200. Now quarter. Half. Here, put them at 250. 250. But you get 50. But you get 50. 275, 275, 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, 275, but on 3, but you get 3, internet, gotta be 3, 275, but on 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, 275, but on 3, but you get 3, gotta be 3, 275 here, but on 3 over there, 275 here, but on 3, 275 here, but on 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, Chad's on here, but you get 3, 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but on 3, 3 and a quarter, but you get 3, but you get 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, sold at over 300 Chad's Way, but I'm on 168, 168. 99.71 bull calf, 99.71 on the bull calf. Out here, but about 13, we get 13 a quarter. 13 a quarter. Now, but about 13 a quarter, half. Yeah, but about 15. Now 75, 13, 75 to 14 a quarter. But you get 14 a quarter. At 14 a quarter. But you get 14 a quarter. But you get 14 a quarter. 14, but you get 14 a quarter. Sold at over 1400. 10.31. 99.02 bull calf, 99.02 on the bull calf. Here, right here, 16, but I'm on 16, but you get 16, but you get 60, but you get 60, but you get 60, but you get 15. 15 a quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, but I'm a quarter, but you get 15, but you get 15 a quarter. At 15 a quarter, you say 14 a quarter, but you get 25, 50, but you get 15, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, right there, 15, 25, 50. At 15, 50, but you get 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 15, 50, 15, 25, yeah, but I'm 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, sold at over 15, 25, 10, 31. 99.03 bull calf, 99.03 on the bull calf. Yeah, hit there, right there, but about 900. Everybody get 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5. Everybody get 5, everybody get 5, everybody get 5, everybody get 5, everybody get 5. 3, everybody get 300, everybody get 3. At 3 quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter now, but I'm on 3 and a quarter. At $300 now, quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter, but I'm on 3 and a quarter now, half, yeah, but I'm on 350. Robert here, everybody get 350. At 350, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 350, 350, 75, 375 here, but I'm on 375. Chase here, everybody get 375, 4, but I'm at 4, everybody get 4. Robert here, everybody get 4. At 400, everybody get 4, everybody get 400, everybody get 4, everybody get 4, everybody get 4, everybody get 4. 375 here, but I'm at 4. Robert got to be 400. At 4, everybody get 4, everybody get 400, everybody get 4, everybody get 4. 375 here, but about 4. 375 here, everybody get 4. Sold at over 375. Chase's way. Put them on 42, 35, 42, 35. 99.01. Bull calf, 99.01 on the bull calf. Right here we go there, but a bit bond. Everybody got 100, but a bit bond. Bond, but a bit bond. But go on, 50. 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, 75, 75, here, but I'm on 75. 50, 75, 75, here, but I'm on 75. $50 now, 75, 75, here, everybody get 75. $50 now, 75, $50 now, 75, here, everybody get 75. $50 now, 75. Sold at over $50. Put them on 51.37, 51.37. 99.11 on the heifer. Right there on the little heifer here, right there, 100. But a bit bond, but get on, but a bit bond, but get on, but get on, but get on, 50, but get $50, but get 50, 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 25. 50, 75, yeah, 7,500 here, but a bit bond quarter, but a bit bond a quarter half, yeah, but a bit bond 50, at 150, 150, 150, yeah, but 150, 75, 175, yeah, but 175, at 175 here, but 175, Tim's on, 150, 175, at 150, 175, 75 here, but 175, 150, 175, 150, 175 here, but 175, 150, 175, sold at over 150, Tim's way. 99.11 bull calf, right here, but I'm on 50. Would you get $50? Would you get 50? Would you get $50? Would you get 50? Would you get 50? Would you get 50? 75, 75, 75. I'll be back. 75 now 100. Would have been 1 quarter half. Yeah, would have been 150. And now 75 now 2. Would you get 200? Would you get 2? Would you get 2? Would you get 2? Would you get 2? Got to be 2. 200. Would you get 2 quarter? Would you get 2 and a quarter now? But I'm on 2, 2 and a quarter. Chases on 2, 2 and a quarter. 2, 2 and a quarter. Would you get 2? Would you get 2 and a quarter? 2, 2 and a quarter. Would you get 2 and a quarter? 200 now quarter. 2 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 250 chase. 250. Would you get 50? 75, 275, 275, 275. 275, 275, Chad, here we get 275, 250, we get 275, here we get 275, 275, 275, sold at over 250, Chase's way, 42, 35. Bull calf, 50-27 on the bull calf here. Right here, but about 14, but about 14, but you get 14, but you get 13. 13, but about 13, but you get 13, but you get 12. Here, but about 12, here, but you get 12, here, but you get 1,000. 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 800. Here, but you get 8, now quarter. At 800, now quarter, here, but you get 8, here, but you get 8 and a quarter, but you get 8 and a quarter half. Here, but about 50, 75, 8, 75, 9, but you get 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 9. At 8, 75, here, but you get 9, 8, 75, here, but you get 9, 8, 75 right there. 8, 75, 9, now quarter. And 9 and a quarter, but you get 9 and a quarter half. Here, but you get 950. 950, but you get 50, 75. 9, 75, 75, here we get 9, 75, here we get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, gotta be 1,000, now quarter, 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter, but about 10, but you get 10, but you get 10 a quarter, but you get 10, 25, 10, 25, sold at over 1,000, number 8, 50, 28, Bull calf 50-28 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 4. We get 400. We get 4. But about 4. We get 4. We get 4. We get 4. We get 3. 300. But about 3. We get 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 200. But about 2 quarter. 2 and a quarter half. But about 250. Somebody about 3. We get 300 now quarter. But about 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter half. 3 and a half. 75 here. But about 375. And now 4. We get 400. We get 4. Internet here. We get 400. At 4 here. But about 4. We get 4. We get 4. We get 4. 375 here. But about 4. The internet got to be 400. 375 here. But about 4. We get 375 here. We get 4. We get 4. Chase here. We get 400 here. We get 4 a quarter. And 4 and a quarter. We get 4 and a quarter. 4 and a quarter. And 400 here. We get 4 and a quarter. 4. We get 4 and a quarter. We get 4 and a quarter. We get 4 and a quarter. Sold it over 400. Chases away. 42.35. 42.35. 12.50. Bull calf, right there, lot 12.50 on the bull calf. Team with about 17. Somebody would get 17 and a quarter. 17 would get 17 and a quarter. Half. He would get 79, 75. He would get 75. 18 would get 18 and a quarter. 18 and a quarter. 18 and a quarter. At 18 and a quarter. 18 and a quarter. Half. He would have on 18 and a half. 75. 18, 75. 19. 19 would get 19. At 18, 75. He would get 19. Sold it over 18, 75. Put him on 40 on 20. 99.09 bull calf, 99.09 on the bull calf. Every team put him on 5. He put him on 5, 3. Would he get 3? Would he get 3? Would he get 300? He put him on 3. Would he get 3? 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 2. 2. Put him on 2. Would he get 2? Would he get 200? He put him at Vaughn. Vaughn here. Put him at Vaughn. Vaun now quarter. And 1 and a quarter half. He put him on 50. 75. 175. 2. Would he get 2? Would he get 2? Would he get 2? Quarter. Put him at 2 and a quarter now half. He put him at 250. Robert here. Would he get 250? 250. 75. 275. 275. 3. Put him on 3. Robert got to be 3. Quarter. Would he get 3 and a quarter now half. He put him on 350. 75. 375. 350. Would he get 375. 375. 375. 4, but about 4, but he get 4, but he get 4. Robert got to be 4. And now quarter half. Here, but about 4 and a half. Robert, here, but he get 450. 450. Now 75. 475. 75. Here, but he get 4. 75. 5. Here, but about 5. Here, but he get 5. Now quarter. 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter half. Here, but he get 550. Robert got to be 550. 550. But he get 50. But he get 50. But he get 550. But he get 550. 550. Robert got to be 550. And 550. But he get 50. But he get 50. But he get 550. But he get 5. But he get 550. 550. Sold it over 5 and a quarter. Graber's Way. 33.35. 99.10. Bull calf, 99.10 on the bull calf. I tell you what about 13. Would he get 13? Would he get 13? 13, 13, 13. What about 13? Would he get 12? 12 here. What about 12? Here would he get 12? Here would he get 12? Here would he get 12? Here would about 12? Here would he get 1,000? What about 1,000? Would he get 1,000? Would he get 1,000? What about 1,000? Would he get 1,000? Would he get 800? Here would he get 8? Would he get 8? Would he get 8? 5. Here what about 5? Here what about 5? Now half. Here what about 550? 5. Would he get 5 and a quarter? Turn him around. Here what about 5 and a quarter? 5 and a quarter. Hey, what about 5 and a quarter? And now half. Here would he get 550? 75. 575. 75. Here would he get 575? 575. 575. 1 in. Would he get 575? And now 6. Here would he get 6 here and a quarter. Here would he get 6. Here would he get 6 and a quarter. Now half. 75. Here would he get 6. 75. Now 7. Would he get 7? Would he get 7 now quarter half? And 7 and a half. 7 and a half. 75. Here would he get 7. 75. 775. Here would he get 775. 8. At 8 here would he get 8. 775. Here would he get 8. Would he get 8? Would he get 8? 775. Here would he get 8. 775. Here would he get 8. Would he get 8? At 8. 775. Here would he get 8. 775. Here would he get 8. Would he get 8? Would he get 8? Sold right over 775. Robert buys 89.10. 89.10. Yeah, 99.42, 99.42. Heifer on the heifer right here. Right here, but about 14, 14, but about 14. Would he get 14, 14? Would he get 14? Third, would he get 14 quarter? 14, 14 a quarter. Would he get 14 a quarter? Half. Here, but about 14 and a half. 75 here, now 15. Would he get 15? Would he get 15 a quarter? And now half. 15 and a half. 75 here. Would he get 15? 75. 15, 75. 75 here. Would he get 15? 75. 75. Sold it over 15, 50. Put him on 90, 100, 90, 100, 98. 94. Bull calf, 90, 94 on the bull calf here. I team put him on 8. Would he give 800? Would he give 8? Would he give 8? Would he give 8? Would he give 8? 7. Would he get 7? Would he get 7? Would he get 7? Would he get 7? Would he get 5? Hit 5 here. Would he on 5? Here would he on 5? Here would he get 5? Here would he get 5? 4. Would he get 4 now quarter? Hit 4, 4 and a quarter. Would he get 4 and a quarter? 4, 4 and a quarter. Would he get 4 and a quarter? Would he get 4 and a quarter? $400 now quarter. Now half. Here would he 4 and a half. 75. Hit 4, 75. 75. Here would he get 4, 75. Got to be 4, 75. 4, 75. Here would he get 4, 75. 4, 75. Hit 4, 75. Here would he get 4, 75. 4, 75. Here now 5. Here would he 500. Would he get 5? Chase got to be 500. Hit 4, 75. Here would he get 5. Here would he 5. Here would he get 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 5. 4, 75. Here would he get 5. Sold it over 475. Number 8. 99.07. Bull calf, 99.07 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 7. Somebody get 5 here, but I'm on 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but he get 5. Here, but he get 5. Here, but he get 5. 3. But he get 300. Here, but he get 3. But he get 3. But he get 3. But he get 3. But he get 300. Here, but he get 3. 3. 3 quarter. $300 now quarter. But he get 3. 3 and a quarter. But I'm on 3 and a quarter. 3. 3 and a quarter. $300 now quarter. But he get 3. 3 and a quarter. But he get 3 and a quarter. 3. 3 and a quarter. But I'm on 3. But he get 3 and a quarter. But he get 3 and a quarter. Sold it over 300. Put him on 1063. 1063. 99.08. Heifer, 99.08 on the heifer. Right there, but I'm going to get 1,000. But I'm on 1,000, everybody get 1,000, but I'm on 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, but I'm on 1,000, everybody give 800. At 8 here, but I'm on 8, everybody give 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 8, 6, but I'm on 6, everybody get 6, everybody get 6, everybody get 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5, here, but I'm on 5, here, but I'm on 5, everybody get 5, here, but I'm on 5, here, everybody get 500 now quarter. Hit $500 now quarter, everybody get 5 and a quarter, everybody get 5 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 550. Robert here, everybody get 550. 75, 575, everybody get 5, 75, 6. Everybody get 6, everybody get 6, everybody get 6 and now quarter. And now half, everybody get 6 and a half. Robert here, everybody get 6 and a half. 75, 675, everybody get 675. 675, everybody get 675. 675, everybody get 675. 6 and a half, everybody get 675. 675, everybody get 675. 675, everybody get 675. Everybody get 675. Sold at over 6 and a half. Robert's Way. 89.10. 89.10. 10.26 heifer, 10.26 on a heifer here. At the end on 16, 16, everybody get 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 15, 16 a quarter. 16, everybody get 16 a quarter, everybody get 16, 16 a quarter, everybody get 25, 16, everybody get 25, 50. 16, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter half. Everybody get 17 and a half. 17 and a half. Robert go to 17 and a half. Everybody get 17 and a half. 75, everybody get 75, 17, 75, 18. At $1,800, everybody give 18. Robert here, everybody give 18, everybody give 18, everybody give 18, 17, 75, everybody give 18, everybody give 18, sold at over 17.75. I'll put them on 40 on 20. 10.30 on the bull calf, 10.30 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one right here, but I'm on 17, 17, everybody get 17 quarter, everybody get 17, 17 a quarter, 17, 17 a quarter, everybody get 25, everybody get 25, 25, everybody get 17, 25, 50, everybody get 17, 50, 75, 75, everybody get 17, 75, 18, at 18, everybody give 18 quarter, everybody give 18, everybody give 18 a quarter, 18, everybody give 18 a quarter, everybody give 18 a quarter, sold at over 1,800, but I'm on 40 on 20. Yeah, 10.23 heifer, 10.23 on a heifer. Retain, but I'm on 13, 13, 13 a quarter. Everybody get 13, 13 a quarter. 13, 13 a quarter. But I'm at 25. Everybody get 25. 13, 25, 25. Everybody get 25. 50. Everybody get 13, 50, 75. Everybody get 75, 14. And now quarter half. Everybody get 14 and a half. Everybody on 14 and a half. 14 and a half. Everybody get 14 and a half. Yeah, 14 and a half. Everybody get 14, 50. 14, 50, 75. Yeah, 14, 75, 75. Everybody get 14, 75, 75. Everybody get 14, 75. Sold it over 14 and a half. Robert's Way. 89.10. 89.71 bull calf, 89.71 on the bull calf. Everybody about 12. Everybody get 1,200. Everybody get 12. Everybody about 12. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody about 1,000. Everybody get 10. Everybody about 10. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 900. 9. Everybody get 9 quarter. 9. Everybody get 9 quarter. Everybody get 9 quarter. 9. Everybody get 9 a quarter. 9. 25. 50. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. 75. 9. 75. Everybody get 1,000. Now quarter. 10 a quarter. Half. Everybody about 10. 50. Everybody get 10. 50. Everybody get 10. 50. 75. 10. 75. 11. Now quarter. 11 a quarter. Half. Everybody about 50. 11. 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Robert here, 11.50. But everybody get 50, 75, 11, 75, 75 here. Now 12. Everybody get 1,200. Everybody get 12. Robert, everybody get 12. At 1,200. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 12. 11, 75, 12 quarter. Everybody get 12 and a quarter. Everybody get 12 and a quarter. 12, 12 and a quarter. Everybody get 12 and a quarter. Remember, everybody get 12 and a quarter. 12. Everybody get 12 and a quarter. Sold at over 1,200 Robert's Way. 89.10. 89.10. 10.20 on the heifer, lot 10.20 on the heifer, right there, but about 13, 13, everybody get 13, 13, 13, but about 13, everybody get 12, and 12, everybody get 12, here, but about 12, everybody get 12, everybody get 12, everybody get 1,000, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody give 800, at 80, but about 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 800, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, 6, here, but about 600, everybody get 6, and 5, here, but about 5, here, but about 5, everybody get 5, here, but about 5, everybody get 5, 3, but about 3, everybody get 3, everybody get 3, everybody get 3, everybody get 2, 10, but about 200, here, but about 1, at 1, here, but about 1, everybody get 1, but about 1, 1, here, but about 1, now quarter, 1 would have been 1 a quarter, at 1 1 a quarter, 1 would have been 1 a quarter, 1 a quarter, 125, 125, you have 125, 125, at 125, 50, would you get 50, would you get 50, would you get 150, but 150, 150, 75, 175, here, 175, at 150, 175, here, 175, 150, 175, 150, 175, here, 175, sold it over 150, Chad's Way, 168's a buyer, 168. Yeah, 10.27 heifer, 10.27 on a heifer. Right here, here we go on the Sunday here. Right here, but I'm on everybody get 12 here, but I'm on 12, everybody get 12, everybody get 1,000. 1,000, everybody get 1,000, but I'm on 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 900, everybody get 9, 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 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 800, everybody give 8. At 8 here, but I'm on 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, 7, 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 7, 7, everybody get 7 now quarter, 7, 7 a quarter, everybody get 7 a quarter, 7, 7 a quarter half, yeah, but I'm on 7, 50, everybody get 7, 50, now 75, 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, now quarter, 8 and a quarter half, yeah, but I'm on 50, everybody give 8, 50, 75. 75. Now 9, here we go 9, 9, here we go 9, here we go 9, 875, here we go 9. At 875, here we go 9 quarter, here we go 9 quarter half, here we go 50, 75, 975, here we go $1,000, $1,000 now quarter, but 10 to quarter half, here we go 10, 50, here we go 10, 50, 75, here we go 10, 75, 11, 1100 now quarter, 11 quarter half, here we go 50, 11 50, we go 50, now 75, 11 75, 75, Robert, 11 75, 11 75, 12, here we go 1200, here we go 12 quarter, here we go 12, 12 and a quarter, Robert, here we go 12 and a quarter half, 12 50, here we go 12 50, 75, here we go 12 75, here we go 12 75, Robert, here we go 12 75, 13, 13, we go 13 quarter, 13 and a quarter half, here we go 50, we go 13 50, 75, 13 75, 14, 14 now quarter, 14 a quarter, here we go 14, 14 a quarter, here we go 14 a quarter, 14, we go 14 a quarter, Robert, here we go 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, I'm right there, 14, 14 a quarter, Robert, you got to be 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, here we go 14, 14 a quarter, sold at over 1410, 31. 98, 97, bull calf, 98, 97 on the bull calf, 10, but about 13, 13, but about 13, 13, we get 13, we get 13, we get 13, we get 12, here, but about 12, quarter, half, here, but about 12, 50, 12, 50, we get 50, 75, 12, 75, 75, here, no 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter, 13, we get 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter, 13, we get 13 a quarter, sold at over 1310, 31. 1021 bull calf, 1021 on the bull calf. Right here would have been 12. Here we get 1200. Here we get 12 quarter. Here we get 12, 12 and a quarter half. And what about 50, 75 to 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter half. Yeah, what about 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter half. Yeah, what about 14 and a half, 14 and a half, and 14 and a half, 75, 15. What about 15? We get 50, we get 50, we get 15 quarter half. Yeah, what about 15 and a half? And now 75. And what about 15, 75, 75, 16, 16, 16. We get 16. 15, 75. Here, what about 16? 15, 75. Here, we get 16. We get 16. Sold it over 15, 75, 58, 61 straight. 89, 88. 89, 88, heifer on the heifer, 17, 70, we get 7, we get 7, we get 16, quarter, 16 a quarter half, yeah, what about 16 and a half, 75, 17, we get 16, 75, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17 a quarter, we get 17 a quarter, what about quarter, we get 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter half, yeah, what about 79, 75, we get 17, 75, 75, we get 75, 75, 17, we get 17, 75, sold right over 17 and a half, 40 on 20. 98, 96 bull calf, 98, 96 on the bull calf, 10, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, we get 13, we get 12, 12 here, but about 12, here we get 1200, here we get 12, here we get 12, 11, here we get 1100, here we get 11, we get 1000, 1,000, we get 1000, quarter, but about 10, we get 10, we get 10 a quarter, we get 10, 25, here, but about 25, here we get 10, 25, 10, 25, here we get 10, 25, 50, we get 10, 50, 75, here we get 10, 75, 11, 11, here we get 11 now, quarter, 11 a quarter, we get 25, 11, 25, 25, here we get 11, 25, here we get 25, here we get 11, 25, 25, sold it over 1100, 9100. 99, 34, bull calf, 99, 34 on the bull calf. Right here, would have been 12. Here we get 1200, here we get 12. Here would have been 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 1,000. 1,000. Here we get 1,000. Here we get 10. Would have been 1,000. Here we get 800. Here we get 8. We get 8. We get 8. We get 60. Here would have been 6. Here we get 60. We get 60. We get 60. We get 5. Hit 5 here. Would have been 5 quarter. Here we get $500 now quarter. Here we get 5 and a quarter half. Here would have been 50. Somebody about 5. Somebody about 7. We would get 5. Somebody about 6. And now quarter. 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter half. Here we get 6 and a half. Somebody about now 7. Somebody get 7. We get 7. We get 7. And now quarter. 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter half. Here we get 7 and a half. Here we get 7 and a half. 800. A quarter. And now half. Here we get 8 and a half. 75. 8, 75, 75. Down 9. We get 9. We get 9. We get 9. Quarter. 9 and a quarter half. Here we get 950. And now 75. 9, 75. 9, 75. Here we get 1,000. $1,000 now quarter. 9 with about 1,000. And we get 9 with about 1,000. 9, 75. Here we get 1,000. 9, 75. Here we get 1,000. 9, 75. Here we get 1,000. Sold at over 975. Graver wins. Put them on 83, 15, 83, 15. 1022 heifer, 1022 on a heifer. I damn it about 17. Somebody get 7, get 7, get 16. 16 a quarter, everybody get 16 a quarter half, everybody get 16 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 16 50. 16 25, you put them on 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 16 50, 50. Sold it over 16 25. Put them on 40 on 20. 1048. Heifer, 1048 on the heifer. I tell you, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. I already get 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, we get 5. Here, we get 5. 3. But I'm on 3. We get 3. We get 3. We get 3. We get 3. 3. 3. But I'm on 3. 2. 200. But I'm on 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 200. But I'm on 200. Here, but I'm at bond. Here, but I'm at bond quarter. Here, one here, but I'm at bond a quarter half. Here, but I'm at bond 50. 150. We get 50. We get 50. 75. 175. Chad. Here, but I'm at 175. At 175. 75. Here, but I'm 175. 175. 175. Team, but I'm 175. Chad. Got to be 175. And now 2. We get 2. we get 2, we get 2, 175 here, put them on 2, 175 here, we get 2, Chad's on, 175, 2, and 175 here, put them on 200 here, we get 2, 175 here, put them on 2, we get 2, we get 2, we get 2, we get 2, sold at over 175, 175, put them on Chad, 168 your buyer, 168. 1009 bull calf, 1009 on the bull calf, 14, but about 14, at 14, but about 14, we get 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, we get a quarter, but about 25, 50, we get 13, 50, something about 13, something about to 14, at 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, but about a quarter and a half, we get 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, we get 14, 75 to 15, at 15, we get 15, 14, 80, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14, 80, sold at over 14, 75, 10, 31. 89.96 bull calf, 89.96 on the bull calf. Here right here, but about 14, but about 14, we get 14, we get 13, 13, but about 13, we get 30, we get 30, we get 12 here, but about 12 here, but about 12 here, we get 12 quarter, 12 and a quarter, but about 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, but about 12 here, we get 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, we get 12 here, we get 12 and a quarter, we get 12 and a quarter, half here, but about 12.50, 12.50, we get 50, we get 50, something about down 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13, we get 13 a quarter, sold at over 1300. 40 on 5. 89.87 bull calf, 89.87 on the bull calf, 18, we give 1800 now, quarter, half, here, but I'm on 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 18 and a half here now, 75, at 18.75, 75, 75, here, we give 18.75, 18.50 now, 75, 75, here, we give 18.75, right there at 18.50, 75, here, but I'm on 18.75, 75, here, we give 18.75, sold at over 18.50, put them on 40 on 20. 1025 heifer, 1025 on the heifer, right there, but I'm on 17, 17, we get 17, we get 17, 16, 16 a quarter, 16, we get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 25, yeah, but I'm on 25, 25, 16, 25, 50, 16, 50, we get 50, we get 50, now 75, 16, 75, now 17 quarter, we get 17 a quarter, half, yeah, but I'm on 17 and a half, 17 and a half, here, but I'm on 17 and a half, 75, here, we get 75, 75, here, we get 17, 75, sold at over 17 and a half, 40 on 20. 89.94, you said heifer on a heifer, right in, but about 13, but about 13, we get 12 here, but about 12, and now quarter, we get 12 and a quarter, half here, but about 12, 50, 75, 12, 75, 75 here, now 13, but about 13 quarter, 13 a quarter, half here, but about 13 and a half, 75 to 14, but about 14, 14, but about 14, we get 14, 13, 75 there, now 14, 14, but about 14, we get 14, sold at over 13, 75, 58, 61 on 2. 89.72 bull calf, 89.72 on the bull calf. Right here. Here we go on this one here, but about 13 quarter, 13 a quarter, but about 25, here we get 25, 13, 25, 13, we get 13, 25, here we get 13, 25, here we get 25, here we get 25, 50, we get 13, 50, 75, 13, 75, here we get 13, 75, sold at over 13, 50, 40 on 1. 1049 bull calf, 1049 on the bull calf, right here, but I'm on 7, we get 16, 16, we get 16, 1600 now, quarter, we get 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, but 25, here we get 25, 25, here we get 16, 25, 25, here we get 25, here we get 25, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, somebody about here, but about 16, somebody about 17, and now quarter, we get 17 a quarter, we get 17 a quarter, but about quarter, we get 17 a quarter, half, here we get 17 and a half, and now 75, here we get 75, sold at over 17 and a half, put them on 40 on 20. 1060 bull calf, 1060 on the bull calf. Right here. Here we go. This one right here. What about 1,000? What do you get there? What about 1,000? What do you get 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 1,000? 1,000. What do you get 1,000? What about 1,000? What do you get 1,000? What do you get 1,000? What do you get 1,000? What about 1,000? What do you get 1,000? What do you get 1,000? 1,000. What do you get 1,000? What do you get 800? What do you get 8 quarter? Now half. Here. What about 850? 75. Now 9. What do you get 9? What do you get 9? Now quarter. 9 a quarter. What do you get 9 a quarter? 9 a quarter half. Here. What about 50? 75. 9 75. Here. What do you get 9 75? Here. What do you get 1,000? Now quarter. 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. What about 10? What do you get 10 a quarter? What do you get 10 a quarter? 10 a quarter. What do you get 10 a quarter? What do you get 10 a quarter? 10 a quarter. What do you get 10 a quarter? 10.25. Sold at over 1,000. 10.31. 10.31. 89.73 bull calf, 89.73 on the bull calf, 14, what about 14, what do you get 14, what do you get 14, and now quarter, 14 a quarter, what do you get 25 here in the 50, what do you get 14, 50, 14, 50, what do you get 50, what do you get 50, somebody about 14.75, 14.75, 75 here in the 15, 14.80, 14.80, what do you get 80, 90, what do you get 14, 90, what do you get 90, now 15, what about 15, 10, what about 10, what do you get 15, 10, sold at over 1,500, 40 on 1. 89.93. Bull calf. 89.93 on the bull calf. All right, here, on 16. 16, we get 15. $1,500, we get 15. 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15 a quarter. We get 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter half. Here, on 50, 75 here. Now 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter half, 16 a half, 16 a half. 16 a half, 75, 16, 75. Now 17 quarter. We get 17 a quarter now half, 75 here. We get 17, 75. 17, 75, 75, 75, 75. Sold at over 17 a half. Put them on 40 on 20. 10-14 heifer, 10-14 heifer. Right here we go on the scenario, but about 14, but about 14, we get 13, 13, 13, we get 13, we get 12, here but about 12, here we get 1200, we get 12, 12, here but about 12, here we get 1,000, quarter, we get 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter, but about 10, we get 10 a quarter, we get 10, 25, here but about 25, here we get 25, 10, 25, 10, 25, 10, 25, 50, 10, 50, now 75, 10, 75, 75, here we get 10, 75, 10, 50, we get 10, 75, 10, 50, 10, 75, sold at over 10, 50, 58, 61 on 2, 58, 61 on 2, 99, 52. Heifer, 99.52 on a heifer here, but about 5, here, but about 5, here, but about 5, here, but get 5, here, but get 5, 3, but about 3, but get 3, but get 3, but get 3, but get 3, but about 2, at 2, 2, but about 2, but get 2, but get 200 here, but about 1 here, but about 1, but get 1, but get 1, 50, 75, now 100 here, but about 1, now quarter, 1 quarter, now half, 150, 75, now 2, 2 quarter, but get 2 and a quarter, but about 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter half, here, but about 250, chase here, but get 250, 250, but get 250, but get 250, 250, 75, 275, Tim here, got over 275, 275 here, but about 275, Robert's on 250. 275 here, but I'm on 275, 10 here, but I'm on 275, 250, 275, 3, but get 3 quarter, but get 3 and a quarter, but get 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter half, here, but I'm on 350, 350, but get 350, 75, 375, 4, but get 4, but get 4, but get 4, but get 400 here, but get 410, at 400 here, but get 4, but get 4, but get 4, 375 here, but I'm on 4 quarter, but get 4 and a quarter, but get 4 and a quarter, at 4, 4 and a quarter, Robert here, but get 4 and a quarter, at 4, 4 and a quarter, but get 4 and a quarter, Robert here, but get 4 and a quarter, 4, 4 and a quarter, got her, but get 4 and a quarter, but get 4 and a quarter, 4, 4 and a quarter, sold at over 400 Tim's way. 89.11 on that one. 89.11. 99.48 heifer, 99.48 on a heifer. Right there, listen here, but I'm on 8. Would you give 8? Would you give 8? 6? Here, would you get 600? Here, would you get 6? 6 here, but I'm on 6. Here, would you get 60? Would you get 60? Would you get 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 500, but I'm on 5. 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5. 3, would you get 3? Would you get 3 quarter? 3, 3 and a quarter, but I'm on 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter, 3, would you get 3 and a quarter? Would you get 3 and a quarter? 3 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 350, 75. Now 4. At 4, now quarter. Would you get 4 and a quarter? Now half. Here, would you get 450? At 450, now 75. 4, 75, 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, would you get 5? At 4, 75, 5. 5 quarter. Would you get 5 and a quarter half? Here, but I'm on 550, 75. Now 6. Here, would you get 6 and now quarter. Would you get 6 and a quarter? Now half. Here, would you get 650? 50, would you get 50? Would you get 50? Would you get 650? Now 75. 675. Now 7. 7, would you get 7? 7 now quarter. 7 and a quarter. 7, 7 and a quarter. Would you get 7 and a quarter? 7, 7 and a quarter. 7, would you get 7? Would you get 7 and a quarter? 7, 7, would you get 7 and a quarter? Sold at over 700. Put them on number 8. 99.51 heifer, 99.51 on a heifer. Right there, but I'm on 3. Would you get 3? Would you get 3? Would you get 3? Would you get 3? 2. But I'm on 2. Would you get 200? Would you get 2? 2. Would you get 2? 2. Would you get 2? 2. Would you get 200 here? But I'm at 1. At 1 here, but I'm at 1 quarter half. Here, but I'm at 150, 75. Now 2. 2 quarter, but I'm at 2 and a quarter now half. Here, but I'm on 250. 250, 75 here, but I'm on 275. 3. Would you get 3? Would you get 3? Would you get 3? Would you get 300? But I'm on 3. 3, but I'm on 3. 1 in, got to be 3. 275 here, but I'm on 3. Tim's on 275 here, but I'm on 3. Would you get 3? Would you get 3? Would you get 3? Would you get 3? 275 here, but I'm on 3. 275 here, but I'm on 3. Would you get 3? Would you get 3? Sold at over 275 Tim's way. 89.11. 89.11. 99.50 heifer, 99.50 on the heifer here. Right here, but I'm on 7. Somebody get 7, somebody get 7, somebody get 700, here, get 7. 7, somebody get 7, somebody get 7, somebody get 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, get 500, here, but I'm on 5. Here, 500, but I'm on 5. Here, get 5, 3. Would you get 3? 3 quarter. Would you get 3? 3 and a quarter. Now half. Here, but I'm on 350. 3. Would you get 50? Would you get 50? 350. 75. 3. 75 4. Would you get 4? Would you get 4 and a quarter? Now half. Here, would you get 4 and a half? At 4 and a half. Here, but I'm on 4 and a half. Here, would you get 4 and a half? 4 and a half. Here, would you get 4 and a half? Here, would you get 4 and a half? 4 and a half. 4 and a half. At 4 and a half. Here, would you get 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 75. Robert, 475. And 475 here, would you get 475. 475 here, now 5. Here, would you get 5. Here, would you get 5. Gruber here, would you get 500. And now quarter, would you get 5 and a quarter. Would you get 5 and a quarter. Robert here, would you get 5 and a quarter. And 5, 5 and a quarter. Would you get 500 on a quarter. Would you get 5 here, would you get 5 and a quarter. Robert here, would you get 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter. Sold at over 500. Put them on 3, 3, 3, 5, 3, 3, 3, 5. 99.54 heifer, 99.54 on a heifer right here in this one. Right here, but on two, but you get 200, but you get two, but you get two, but you get two, but you get two, but on 200, but you get 200. Up on here, but a bit pawn here, but a bit pawn, quarter half, yeah, but a bit pawn 50, 75, 172, but you get two, now quarter, 2 and a quarter half, yeah, but about 250, 250, but you get 50, but you get 250, internet here, gotta be 250, 250, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 250, 250, but you get 250, but you get 250, 225 here, 250, 250, but you get 50, but you get 50, 225, yeah, but I'm on 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 250, 250, 75, 275 here, but I'm on 275, 275, 275 here, but you get 275, 275, 275 here, but you get 275, and down three, but I'm on three, but you get three, but you get three, but you get three, but you get three, 275 here, but I'm on three, sold at over 275, but I'm on 3758, 3758. 99.53 heifer, 99.53 on a heifer here. Right here, but I'm on 6. Here, but you get 600. Here, but you get 70. But you get 70. But you get 5 here, but I'm on 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5. 3 quarter. Here, but you get 3 and a quarter. But I'm on 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter. 3, but I'm on 3 and a quarter. But you get 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter. 3, but I'm on 3 and a quarter. But you get 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 350. But you get 50. But you get 50. But you get 350. 350. But you get 50. But you get 50. 350. Somebody up here now 4. But you get 4. But you get 4. But you get 4. But you get 400 now quarter. But you get 4 and a quarter now half. Here, but I'm on 450. 4. But you get 4. 75, 4, 5, now quarter, now half, everybody get 5 and a half, 75, now 6, now quarter, now half, 6 and a half, now 75, 675, everybody get 675, 675, and now 7, everybody get 7, and Robert here, everybody get 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 7, now quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter, everybody get 7 and a quarter, everybody get 7 and a quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter, everybody get 7, 7 and a quarter, you want in, everybody get 7 and a quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter, 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 7 and a quarter, everybody get 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, sold at over 700 Roberts Way, 89.10, 89.10. Yeah, 1044 bull calf and 1044 on the bull calf right there, but I'm on 18. But you give 18, but you give 18 quarter at 18, but you give 18 a quarter, but you give 18, but you give 18 a quarter, 18 a quarter at 18 a quarter now half. Here, but I'm on 18 and a half. Here, but I'm on 50 at 18, 50, but you give 50, but you give 50, but you give 50, but you give 18, 50. Sold at over 18, 25, but I'm on 40 on 20. 1043 bull calf, 1043 on the bull calf. Yeah, right here, but I'm on 15, 14, but about 1,400 down, nobody get 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but about 14, but you get 14, 13, 13, but about 13, here now quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, half, yeah, but about 13 and a half, 13 and a half, yeah, but I'm on 50, 75, 13, 75 to 14, quarter, and now half, here, but about 14 and a half, 14 and a half, here, but you get 50, at 14, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, now 75, 14, 75, here, now 15, 15, but about 15, at 15, 15, but about 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, you want in, got to be 15, 15, 15, sold at over 14, 75, 10, 31. 89.86 bull calf, 89.86 on the bull calf. Right here, here we go. This one here, 18. But you give 18. But you give 18. 18. But you give 18. 17 quarter. 17. 17 a quarter half. Here we go. 17 and a half. 75. 17. 75. Here, but you give 17. 75. 17. 75. Here, but you give 75. Now 18. 18. But you give 18 quarter. 18 a quarter half. Here we go. 18 and a half. 18 and a half. 18 and a half. 75. 18. 75. And now 19. But you get 19. But you get 19. At 18. 75. Here, but you get 19. But you get 19. But you get 19, sold at over 18.75, 40 on 20. 89.85 heifer, 89.85 on a heifer, right there. Here we go on this one here. Right here, but I'm on 5. Here we get 500. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, we get 5. Here, we get 5. 3, 3, but I'm on 3. But you get 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 200. Now, but I'm on 2 quarter. $200 now quarter. But you get 2, 2 and a quarter. 2, 2 and a quarter. But I'm on 2 right there. 2, 2 and a quarter. But I'm on 2 and a quarter. 2, 2 and a quarter. But I'm on 2. But you get 2 and a quarter now half. Yeah, but I'm on 250. But you get 50. But you get 50. But you get 250. You got to be 250. 75. Robert 275 down 3. But you get 3. But you get 3. But you get 3 quarter. 3, 3 and a quarter. But I'm on 3 and a quarter. Chase here. But you get 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter half. You put them on 350. Robert here, but you get 350, but you get 350, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 350, 350. Robert, got to be 350, 325. You put them on 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 350, 350. Sold at over 325. Chase buys. Put them on 42, 35, 42, 35. 1045 bull calf, 1045 on the bull calf. Right here, here we go. What about 15? 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, but you get 14, 14, 14 a quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter half. Here, what about 14 and a half? 75, 15, 15 a quarter half. Here, what about 15 and a half? 75, at 15, 75, 75, 1 in, but you get 15, 75, 75 here, but you get 15, 75, 15, 50, but you get 15, 75. Sold at over 15, 50, 58, 61 straight, 58, 61. 89 bull calf, 89 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 17, we get 17, 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter half. Here we get 79, 75, no 18, we give 18, at 18, we give 18, 17, we give 18 now quarter, at 18, we give 18 a quarter, we give 25, 8, 10, 20, we give 18, 20, at 20, we give 20, sold at over 18, 10, 58, 61. 1024 heifer, 1024 on a heifer. Right there, but about 15, we get 15 quarter, we get 15 a quarter half, but about 50, 75, 15, 75 here in the 16. 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, you want in, 16 a quarter, 16, we get 16 a quarter, sold at over 1600, 90, 100. 1055, bull calf, right here we go on this one. Right there, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, $1,000 now quarter, but about 10, everybody get 10 a quarter, everybody get 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter, but about 10, everybody get 10, everybody get 10 a quarter, everybody get 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter, but about 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter, everybody get 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter. Something here, right there, but anybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 500, but about 5, here, but about 5, here, but about 5, everybody get 5, everybody get 5, everybody get 5, everybody get 5, here, but about 5, here, everybody get 5 now quarter, $500 now quarter, everybody get 5 and a quarter half, here, but about 550, 75, 5, 75, 6, and now quarter, everybody get 6 and a quarter, everybody get 6 and a quarter, and now half, everybody get 6 and a half, 75, 675, everybody get 675, 675, everybody get 675, 675, everybody get 675, everybody get 675, 675, sold it over 6 and a half, but on 40 on 5, 40 on 5. 99.55 heifer on the heifer. Here we go. Right here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here. We get 500, but about 5, 3. We get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3. 3, but about 3. We get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 2. 10, but about 2 quarter. We get 2 and a quarter. And I'll have here, but about 250. Something about 2, something about 3. We get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3. 3 quarter. We get 3 and a quarter. Now half here, but about 350. 350. We get 50. We get 350. Michael here. We get 350. 350. We get 350. We get 350. 75. 375, 375, 350, we get 375, 350, we get 375 here, but about 375, 350, we get 375, sold at over 350, Michael's way. 99.47 heifer, 99.47 on a heifer 5. Here but about 500, everybody get 5. Here but about 5, everybody get 5. 3, but about 3, everybody get 3, everybody get 3, everybody get 3, everybody get 3. 3, but about 3, everybody get 300, here but about 3, everybody get 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 3, 2, 2, but about 2, everybody get 200, but about 2, 2, everybody get 2. And now quarter, everybody get 2, 2 and a quarter half. Here but about 250, 250, 75, 275, 275, 275, 275 here. Now 3, but about 3, everybody get 3, everybody get 3. And now quarter, everybody get 3, 3 and a quarter, but about 3 and a quarter. 3, 3 and a quarter, everybody get $300 now quarter, everybody get 3, 3 and a quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, at $300 now quarter, everybody get 3, 3 and a quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter half, at 3 and a half, 3 and a half, 3 and a half, 75, 375 here, and a 4, everybody get 4, everybody get 400, at 4 here, but about 4, going to be 400, everybody get 4, at 375 here, but about 4, 375 here, but about 4, 375 here, but about 4, everybody get 4, everybody get 4, sold up over 375, put them on, what is that, 3560, 3560. 99.49 heifer, 99.49 heifer, right here we go on this one, right here we go on this one, right here, but about 3, but about 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, but about 3, and now quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but about 3, 3 and a quarter, we get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, $300 now quarter, we get 3, 3 and a quarter, we get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, $300 now quarter, we get 3, 3 and a quarter, we get 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter half, here, but about 350, 75, 3, 75, 4, we get 4, we get 4, 3, 75 here, but about 4, 3, 75 here, we get 4, we get 4. We get 4 sold at over 375 Graber's Way. Put them on 3335 3335 1039 bull calf, 1039 on the bull calf. Right here we get about 9. Here we get 9, we get 9, we get 7. 7, 7, we get 7, 7, we get 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 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5. 5 here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here we get 5. Here we get 5. 3, but I'm on 3. We get 3 quarter. At 300 now quarter. We get 3, 3 and a quarter, but I'm on 3 and a quarter. At 3, 3 and a quarter, but I'm on 3, 3 and a quarter. We get 3 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 350. 75, 3, 75, 4. We get 4. We get 4. We get 4. 4 here now quarter. We get 4, 4 and a quarter. We get 4 and a quarter. Tim's on 4, 4 and a and a quarter. At 4 and a quarter half. Here, but about 450. We get 450. Tim here. We get 450. At 450. We get 50. We get 50. We get 450. 450. 75. 475. 475. 5. Here, but about 5. Here, we get 5. Hit 5 here, but about 5. 5 here. Now quarter. Now half. Here, we get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Here, we get 5 and a half. Tim here. We get 5 and a half. Hit 5 and a half. Here, we get 5 and a half. 75. 5. 6. Here, we get 60. We get 60. We get 60. We get 6. Here, we get 6. Tim here. We get 6. At 5. 75. Here, we get 6. Here, we get 60. We get 16. But about 6. Tim got to be 600. At 5. 75. Here, we get 60. We get 60. We get 6. Sold at number 575. Graber wins 33-35. 99.75 bull calf, 99.75 on the bull calf, 12. Here, but about 12. Here, we get 12. Here, we get 12. Here, but about 12. Here, we get 12. Here, we get 12. Here, we get 12. And 12. Here, we get 12. Here, we get 1,000. But about 1,000. Here, we get 1,000. Here, we get 1,000. 1,000. Here, we get 1,000. Here, we get 1,000. Here, we get 1,000. We get 800. At 8 here, but about 8. We get 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 8. 700. We get 7. We get 7. We get 500. At 5 here, but about 5. Here, but about 5 now. Quarter. Here, we get 500. Now quarter. Now half. Here, we get 550. At 550. 75. 5. 6. Here, we get 60. We get 60. We get 6 and now quarter. 6 and a quarter half. Here, we get 6 and a half. 6 and a half. Here we get 6 and a half. 75. 6 75. 75. Here we get 675. Now 7. 7. We get 7. 6 75. Here we get 7. 6 75. Here we get 7. 6 75. Here we get 7. Sold at number 675. Number 8. 1037 bull calf, 1037 on the bull calf, 2, but about 200, we get 2, 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 we get 200, but about 2 quarter, we get 2, 2 and a quarter, 2, 2, we get 2 and a quarter, but about 2, 2 and a quarter half, but about 250, we get 250, we get 250, we get 250, 250, we get 50, we get 50, we get 250, 250, 250, we get 250, we get 250, 250, but about 250, 75, 275, here we get 275, chase, here we get 275, 275, here, but about 275, 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, quarter, we get 3, 3 and a quarter, we get 3 and a quarter, chase here, we get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter half, here, but about 350, we get 350, now 75, here, but about 375, chase here, we get 375, 375, here, but about 375, 350, we get 375, here, but about 375, chase here, we get 375, 350, we get 375, sold at over 350, 110 your buyer, 110. 89.95 bull calf, 89.95 on the bull calf here, but I'm on 16, 16, we get 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, we get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16, 16 a quarter, we get 25, here, but I'm on 25, here, we get 16, 25, 25, here, we get 25, now 50, 16, 50, 50, 75, now 17, 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter, half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 75, here, we get 75, here, we get 75, here, we get 17, we get 17, 75, sold at over 17 and a half, 58, 61. 1081 bull calf, 1081 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50, 75, 13, 79 to 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 14 and a half, and 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75 here, and 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 15, we get 15, 50, 15, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 50, 15, 50, we get 15, 50, sold at over 15 a quarter, 1031. 99.56 bull calf, 99.56 on the bull calf here. Right here, but about 2, but 100 here, but about 1 here, but get 1. Have 1 here, but about 1, but get 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 1, 50. $50 now 75, 75 down 100 here, but about 1 quarter, 1 quarter now half here, but about 50, 75 here, but 175, 175 and 150, 175, 150, 175, 1 and 175 2, but get 2, but get 2 quarter, but get 2, 2 and a quarter chase here, but get 2 and a quarter, 2, 2 and a quarter, but get 2 and a quarter now half here, but 250, but get 250, but get 50, but get 50, but get 250. 250, we get 50, we get 50, we get 250, we get 250, we get 250, 250, sold at over 225, Chase's way, 42.35. 12.69 bull calf, 12.69 on the bull calf here, but about 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, we get 13, we get 12, and 12 here, but about 12 here, we get 12 here, we get 12 here, we get 12 now, quarter, we get 12, 12 and a quarter, 12, 12 and a quarter, but about 12 here, we get 12 and a quarter, we get 12 and a quarter half, here, but about 50, we get 12, 50, we get 12, 50, got to be 12, 51 in, we get 12, 50, 75, 12, 75 here, now 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter, but about quarter half, here, but about 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75, 75 here, we get 13, 75, 75 here, we get 13, 75, 75, sold at over 1350, 1031. 10-15 bull calf, 10-15 on the bull calf. Right here we go there, but about 14, 14, but about 14, we get 14, we get 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, but about 13, we get 13, we get 13, we get 12, and 12 here, but about 12 here, we get 1,000, but about 1,000, we get 800, at 8 here, but about 8, we get 85 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, we get 5, 3, 3, but about 300, we get 3, at 3, 3, 3, 3, but about 3, we get 3, 3 quarter, 2 down quarter, but about 2, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter half, here, but about 250, we get 50, we get 50, now 75, 275, 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, 3/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4 half. What about 350? At 350, we get 50, we get 50, we get 350. I'm right there. 3 1/4, 3 1/2. At 3 1/4 now half. What about 3 1/2? 3 1/2, you would get 3 1/2. What about 3 1/2? You would get 3 1/2. You would get 3 1/2. 3 1/2. Sold it over 3 1/4, 10, 31. 1038. Bull calf, 1038 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 16. 16, we get 16 1/4. We get 16, 16 1/4. Now half, 16 1/2, 75. And now 17, 17 1/4, 17 1/4 half. You're on 79, 75. Here we get 17, 75. 17, 75, 75, 1. Here we get 17, 75, 75. Here we get 17, 75. Sold it over 17 1/2, 58, 61. Yeah, 1257. You said heifer. 1257 on the heifer. Right here, but I'm 12. Here we get 1200. Here we get 12. Here, but I'm 12. Here we get 1000. Then, but I'm 1000. Here we get 1000. Here we get 1000. But I'm 800. Here we get 8. We get 8. We get 8. We get 8. Here, but I'm 8. We get 8. We get 8. 6. Here, but I'm 6. Here, we get 6. We get 4. At 4 here, but I'm 4. We get 4. We get 4. We get 4. We get 2. Here, but I'm 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. Quarter. But I'm 2, 2 1/4 half. Here, but I'm 250. 250. We get 50. We get 50. We get 250. 250. 75 at the back. 275. 3. We get 300. Here, but I'm 3. 3, 3, 3. But I'm 3. We get 3. We get 3, 275, what about 3/4 half? What about 3 1/2? At 3 1/2, 75, 375, here, what about 375, 10 here, what about 375? At 375, 375, 10, what about 375, 4, we get 4, we get 4, we get 4, 4/4, we get 4 1/4, we get 4 1/4, chase here, we get 4 1/4, at 4, 4 1/4, we get 4, 4 1/4, we get 4 1/4, we get 4 1/4, you guys want in, we get 4 1/4, at 4, 4 1/4, 4 1/4 half, here, what about 4 1/2, 4 1/2, here, what about 450, 10, what about 450, 10, we get 450, at 450, we get 450, we get 50, we get 50, 75, 475, 5, here, what about 5, here, we get 5, 10, here, we get 5, and 5 here, but I'm on 5/4, here, we get 5 1/4, we get 5 1/4 half, here, but I'm on 550, 10, here, we get 550, and 550, we get 50, we get 50, we get 550, 550, 550, we get 550, 10, here, we get 550, we get 550, we get 550, sold it over 5 1/4, Graber wins, put them on 3, 83, 15, 83, 15. 1042 on a heifer, 1042 on a heifer, 16 1/4, 16, 16 1/4, everybody get $1,600 now, quarter, everybody get 16, 16 1/4, 16 1/4 half, 17 1/2, 75, 16, 75, now 17, 17, 17, everybody get 17, 17 1/4, now half, everybody want 17 1/2, everybody get 17 1/2, 17 1/2, everybody get 17 1/2, 17 1/2, everybody get 17, I'm right there, 17 1/4 half, everybody get 17 1/2, everybody get 17 1/2, 17, I'm right here with you, 17 1/4, 17 1/2, 17 1/2, everybody get 17 1/2, everybody get 17 1/2, sold it over 17 1/4, put them on 58.61 on 1, 58.61 on 1, 12.68. Bull calf, 1268 on the bull calf. Here, but I'm on 12. Here, we get 1200. Here, we get 12. 12 here, but I'm on 12. Here, we get 12. Here, we get 12. Here, but I'm on 12. Here, we get 12. Here, we get 12. Here, we get 12. Here, we get 1,000. Thunder, we get 1,000. But I'm on Thunder, we get 1,000. We get 800. Here, we get 8. We get 8. We get 8. We get 800. We get 8. We get 8. We get 8. We get 8. 7. 7. We get 7. We get 7. We get 7. We get 5 here, but I'm on 5. 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5 here. We get 5. 3, but I'm on 3. We get 3. We get 3. We get 3. We get 3. 2. 2, but I'm on 2 1/4. We get 2. 2 1/4. But I'm on 2 1/4. Now half here. We get 250. 75. Now 3, we get 3, we get 3 1/4, 3 1/4 now half, but I'm on 350, 75, 3, 75, 4, we get 4, we get 4, we get 4, at 4 here, but I'm on 4, we get 4, we get 4, we get 4, 3, 75 here, but I'm on 4 1/4, at 4 1/4 now half here, but I'm on 450, at 450, we get 50, we get 50, we get 450, 450, now 75, 475, 5 here, but I'm on 5, here, we get 5, and 475 here, we get 5, Graber here, we get 5, 475 here, but I'm on 5, 475 here, but I'm on 5, here, we get 5, here, we get 5, sold it over 475, 1063, 1063. 1046. Heifer, 1046 on a heifer here. Right there, but about 16 1/4. 16, 16 1/4. But about 16 1/4 half. You would get 50. Would get 50. Would get 50. Would get 50. Would get 16. 51 in. Would get 16. 50. Would get 50. Now 75. 16, 75. 75. You would get 16. 75. Now 17. 17. 17. Would get 17. Would get 17. Yes or no? Would get 17 1/4. Would get 17 1/4. 17 1/4. Now 10. 20. Would get 17. 20. 20. Would get 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 20. Sold it over 17. 10. 58.61. 89.63 bull calf, 89.63 on the bull calf. Right there, here we go. There, but I'm on 16, 16. We get 16. We get 16. We get 16. We get 15, 15. But I'm on 15. We get 12. 12 here, but I'm on 12. Here, we get 12. Here, but I'm on 12. Here, we get 12. Here, but I'm on 3, 3, 3, 3. But I'm on 3. We get 2, 2. But I'm on 2. We get 200. Here, we get 200. Here, but I'm at 1. At 1 here, but I'm at 1. But I'm at 1. But I'm at 1/4. 1. But I'm at 1 1/4 half. Here, but I'm at 150. At 150, 75. 175. 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. 1/4. But I'm at 2 1/4 now half. Here, but I'm at 250. And now 75. 275. 275, 275, 275, 3. Everybody get 3, everybody get 3, everybody get 3. Quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter. 3, 3 and a quarter, everybody get $300 now. Quarter, everybody get 3, 3 and a quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter. 3, 3 and a quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter. 3, 3 and a quarter, everybody get 3, 3 and a quarter. Sold at over 300, 1063. 1247, bull calf, 1247 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 14, 14, we get 14, we get 14, we get 30, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, and I'll have here, we get 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75 here, and 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, sold at over 14, 75, put them on 40 on 1. 1246, bull calf here, but about 14, 14 a quarter. Everybody get 14, 14 a quarter. At 14 right there, 14 a quarter, half. Here, but about 14 and a half, 75, now 15, 15, everybody get 15, 14, 80, now 90, everybody get 90 and 15, 15, now 10, 10, 10, but about 10, everybody get 15, 10, 15, 10, do you want to, everybody get 15, 10, 10, 10, but about 10, sold at over 1500, 10, 31. Yeah, 1082 bull calf, 1082 on the bull calf here, but about 15, but about 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, but a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, half here, but about 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, now 17, and now quarter, we get 17 a quarter, we get 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter, half here, but about 17 and a half, 75, 17, 75, 18, at 18, we get 18, 17, 80, now 90, we get 17, now we get 90, we get 90, we get 90, we get 90, 17, now we get 90, we get 90, we get 90, we get 90, sold at over 1780. 5861. 1080 on a heifer, 1080 on a heifer, right there, but I'm on 8, but give 8, but give 8, 5, here, but I'm on 500, but I'm on 5, hit 5 here, now quarter, everybody get $500 now, quarter, everybody get 5 here, but I'm on 5 and a quarter, 5, 5 and a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 550, at 5, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, 75, 5, 75, here, everybody get 575, 575, at 550, everybody get 575, 6, now quarter, everybody get 6 and a quarter, everybody get 6 and a quarter, 10, here, gotta be 6 and a quarter, 6, here, everybody get 6 and a quarter, half, here, everybody get 6 and a half, 75, 6, 75, 10, here, everybody get 675, and 675 here, now 7, everybody get something now, quarter, 7 and a quarter, half, here, 7, 75, here, everybody get 775, 10, 775, here, everybody get 775, right there, 7 and a half here, 775, 8, everybody give 8, now quarter, and now half, here, everybody give 8 and a half, 75, 8, 75, 75, here, everybody give 8, 75, 8, 75, at 850, everybody give 8, 75, 75, here, everybody give 8, 75, sold at over 850, Graver wins, put them on 8315, 8315. 1248 bull calf, 1248 on the bull calf, 14 quarter, everybody get 14, everybody get 14 a quarter, and now half, everybody get 14 a half, 14 a half, 14 a half, and everybody get 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 15, sold it over 14, 75, put them on 40 on 1. 89, 65. Bull calf, right here, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, we get 13, we get 13, we get 12, 12 here, but about 12 here, we get 1,000, but about 10, we get 1,000, we get 10, but about 10, we get 1,000, we get 10, but about 5 here, at 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, we get 5, 3, 3, 3, but about 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 200 here, but about 2, 2, we get 2, we get 2, we get 2, quarter, at 2, 2 and a quarter, we get 2 and a quarter, but about 2, 2 and a quarter, we get 2, 2 and a quarter, we get 2 and a quarter, at 2, 2 and a quarter, we get 2 and a quarter, half, here, but about 250, 75, 275, 3, we get 3, we get 3, now quarter, half, here, but about 350, 75, at 375, 375, 75 here, everybody get 375, 4, but about 4, 400 now, quarter, everybody get 4 and a quarter, everybody get 4 and a quarter, at 4 and a quarter, half, here, but about 450, everybody get 450, 75, 475 here, now 5, here, but about 5, at 500 now, quarter, everybody get 5 here, but about 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, everybody get 5 and a quarter, and now half, everybody get 5 and a half, everybody get 5 and a half, 75, everybody get 575, and 550, everybody get 575, 550, everybody get 575, 550, everybody get 575, here, everybody get 575, 575, Tim's on here, everybody get 575, 575, sold at over 550. Tim's way. 8911. 1255. Bull calf. 1255 on the bull calf. Right here. Here we go. Everybody 12. Everybody get 1,200. Everybody get 12,000. Quarter. 10, 10 a quarter. Everybody 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10, 10 a quarter. 10, 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10, 10 a quarter. Everybody 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10, 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10 a quarter. 10, 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10, 25. Right there. 1,000. Quarter. Everybody 10. Everybody get 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10, 25, 50. 10, 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 10, 50. 10, 50. 75. 10, 75. Everybody get 10, 75. 10, 75. 10, 75. 10, 50. Everybody get 10, 75. 10. I'm right there. 10, 50. 10, 75. 11. Now quarter. Now half. half, 1200, now quarter half. Here, 1250, 13, 13 a quarter half, at 13 a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, at 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter half, 14 a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, here we get 75 to 15, 15, 15 a quarter, at 15 a quarter, here we get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half, 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, here we get 75, 15, 75, and now 16, 16, we get 16, 15, 75, here we get 16, 15, 75, here we get 16, 16, we get 16, 15, 75, here what about 16, we get 16, 16, she's a 16, sold at over 15, 75, 8315, 8315, 1035. Bull calf, 1035 on a bull calf. Here, but about 3. We get 300. Here, but about 3. We get 3. We get 3. We get 3. We get 2. Here, but about 2. We get 200 now quarter. Hit $200 now quarter. We get 2 and a quarter now half. Here, but about 250. 75. 275. 275. Chase here. We get 275. At 275. Here, but about 275. 275. 275. 275. Chase got to be 275. At 275. Here, we get 275. 275. 3. We get 3. We get 3 quarter. We get 3 and a quarter. But about 3 and a quarter half. Here, but about 350. 75. And now 4. We get 4. We get 4. We get 4. 375. Here, but about 4. 375. Here we get 4, we get 4, we get 4. 375 here, put them on 4. 375 here, we get 4. Sold at over 375. Put them on number 2468. 2468. 99.97 heifer, 99.97 on a heifer here. I tell you, on 17, 17, we get 17, we get 17, 17, we get 17, 17, we get 17, we get 17, 17, 17, 17, 15, 15 a quarter. I now have 15 and a half, 75 down, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter half. Here, what about 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 16, 75, 75. Here, we get 16, 75, 75. Here, we get 16, 75, 16, 75, 75. Here, we get 16, 75. Now 17, 17 quarter. We get 17 a quarter. We get 17 a quarter. And now half. Here we get 17 and a half, 75, 17, 75, 75. Here we get 17, 75, 75. Robert, here we get 17, 75, 18. At 18, 18, we give 18, we give 18, we give 18, 18, we give 18, we give 18. 17, 75, here we give 18, we give 18, 18 quarter, 18 a quarter. Robert, at 18 a quarter, we give 18 a quarter, 18, we give 18 a quarter. Sold at over 1800, 58.61 on 1, 58.61 on 1. Yeah, 1251 bull calf, 1251 on the bull calf here. I think what a bit bond here. We get bond, what a bit bond 50. $50, we get 50. But on $50, we get 50, 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 we get 50 here now 75. $50 and 7,500 here. But a bit bond, we get bond, what a bit bond 75 now bond, but a bit bond, but a bit bond 75 here. We get 100 at $100 now quarter, 1 quarter now half. Yeah, but a bit bond 50, 150, we get 50, we get 50, 150 internet here. We go on 50, 75 at 175 here. But 175, 150, 175, 150, 175, 150, 175 here. But 175, 150, 175. Sold at every 150. Chase buys 42.35, 42.35. 1239 heifer, 1239 on a heifer here. Right here, 100 here, but a bit bond, here, but a bit bond, here, but a give on, but a bit one, but a give on, 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 but a bit 50. $50, but a bit 50, 75, 75 here now, 100, but a bit bond, Chad here, gonna be 100. Out of 100, but a give bond here, but a bit bond, 75 here, but a bit bond now, quarter, 1 quarter now, half here, but a bit 150, chase here, but a bit 150. At 150, but a give 50, but a give 50, but a give 150, 150, 75, 175, 175, 2, but a get 2, but a get 2, but a get 2. At 175 here, but a get 2, floors on 175 here, but about 2, but a get 200 here, but a get 2 quarter, 2 and a quarter now half here, but about 250. Robert here, but a get 250, 250, but a get 50, but a get 50, but a get 250, 250. Robert here, but a get 250, 250, but a get 50, but a get 50, but a get 50, but a get 250, 250. Sold up over 225. Put them on number 1238. Bull calf, 1238 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 2. But you get 200, but I'm on 2. But you get 2, but you get 2, but I'm on 2. 2, but I'm on 2. But you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 200 here, but a bit bond here, but a bit bond quarter. At bond here, but a bit bond a quarter, 1 quarter, 1 quarter half. Here, but a bit 150, 150, 75, 175, 2. But you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 2. 2 quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter now half. Here, but about 250, 250, 75 chase here, but you get 2, 75, 3. But you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3 quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter. Robert here, but you get 3 and a quarter. 3, 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter. Everybody get 3 and a quarter. Chases on 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter. Everybody get 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter. Everybody get 3 and a quarter. Everybody get 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter. Everybody get 3 and a quarter. Sold at over 300. Chase buys. Put them on 42.35. 1225 bull calf, 1225 on the bull calf. Right here. Here we go. But about 14, but about 14. But you get 14, but you get 13. 13 quarter, but you get 13 a quarter, but you get 13 a quarter, but about 20, but you get 13 a quarter. Now half here, but about 13 and a half, 75, 13, so but about 14, but about 14 a quarter. At 14 a quarter, but you get 20, but about quarter, but you get 14 a quarter. You want to get 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter. Sold at over 1400, 40 on 2. 99.12 heifer, 99.12 heifer, retain but about 16, 16, but 16, but 16, 16, but about 16, but 15, 15, 15, but about 50, but 50, but 50, but 50, but 15, but about 10, but about 1,000, 1,000, but about 1,000, but 1,000, but 800, but about 5, here, but about 5, here, but about 5, here, but about 5, here, but 5, here, but 5, 3, but about 5, and now quarter, but $500 now quarter, but 5, 5 and a quarter, and 5, 5 and a quarter, but about 5, right there, 5, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 here, but about 5 and a quarter, and 5, 5 and a quarter, half, here, but about 550, but get 50, but get 50, but get 550, 550, but get 50, but get 50, but get 550, 550, 75, 575, here, but get 575, Robert, here, but get 575, and 575, 575, here, but get 575, Robert, here, but get 575, 550, 576, here, but get 60, but get 60, but get 6, that's 6 here, but I'm on 6, 575 here, but I'm on 6 and now quarter, $600 now quarter, here, but get $600 now quarter, but get 6 and a quarter, Robert, here, but get 6 and a quarter, $600 now quarter, but get 6 here now quarter, but get 6 here, but get 6 and a quarter, but get 6 and a quarter, Robert, here, but get 625, 625, now 50, 650, but get 50, but get 50, but get 50, but get 650, 650, now 75, 675, here, but get 675, sold at number 650, put them on number 84, 87, 84, 87. 1083, bull calf, 1083 on the bull calf, here, but I'm on 6, here, but get 60, but get 60, but get 5, here, but I'm on 5, 5 quarter, here, but get $500 now quarter, here, but get 5 and a quarter half, here, but I'm on 550, 75, and now 6, here, but get 6 and now quarter, 6 and a quarter, but get 6 and a quarter half, here, but I'm on 6 and a half, 75, 6, 75, 75, here, but get 675, and now 7, 7, but get 7, 7, but get 7 and now quarter, 7 and a quarter, but get 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter half, here, but I'm on 7 and a half, here, but get 7 and a half, 75, here, but get 7, 75, 7, 75, here, but get 7, 75, sold at over 7 and a half, but I'm on 40 on 5. 1202 bull calf, 1202 on the bull calf. 17 quarter, everybody got 17, 17 and a quarter, everybody got 17, 17 and a quarter, half, everybody got 17 and a half, 17 and a half, everybody got 50, 75, everybody got 17, 75, 18, out 18, everybody got 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 18, 17, 75, everybody on 18, everybody got 18, sold at over 17, 75, 58, 61. 1047. Bull calf, 1047 on the bull calf. All right, there, but I'm on 17, 17 and a quarter, half. Yeah, but I'm on 17 and a half, 75, 75, everybody got 17, 75, 18. At 18, 18, everybody got 18, everybody got 18, 17, 80. Now 90, everybody got 17, 90, everybody got 90, everybody got 90, everybody got 90, everybody got 90. At 17, 90, everybody got 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 90. Sold at over 17, 80, 58, 61. 1258 bull calf, 1258 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 10, but I'm on 800. Everybody get 8, but I get 8 here, but I'm on 8, 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I get 3, but I'm on 3, but I get 3, but I get 3, 3 quarter. And I'll have here, but I'm on 350, 75 here, but I'm on 3, 75, 4, but I get 4 now, quarter now, half here, but I'm on 450, 450, but I get 50, but I get 450, 75, 4, 75, here, but I'm on 5 here, but I get 5, Robert here, but I get 5, 5 here now, quarter, but I get 5 and a quarter, half here, but I'm on 550, but I get 550, Robert here, but I get 550, 550, 75, 575, 6, here, but I get 60, but I get 60, but I get 6. That's 6 here and a quarter, everybody gets 6 and a quarter, everybody gets 6 and a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 6 and a half, 6 and a half, Robert here, everybody gets 6 and a half, 6 and a half, here, everybody gets 6 and a half, 75, 6, 75, now 7, everybody gets 7, everybody gets 7, everybody gets 7, everybody gets 7, Chase here, everybody gets 7, 6, 75, here, everybody gets 7, Robert here, everybody gets 7, 6, 75, here, everybody gets 7, 6, 75, here, everybody gets 7, now quarter, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, half, here, everybody gets 7 and a half, Chase here, everybody gets 7 and a half, 7 and a half, here, everybody gets 7 and a half, 7 and a half, here, everybody gets 7 and a half, here, everybody gets 7 and a half, here, everybody gets 7 and a half, Chase here, everybody gets 7 and a half, 75, 775, here, everybody gets 775, 775, here, everybody gets 775, 775. Sold at over 7.5. Chase's way. 42, 35. 99, 94 heifer, 99, 94 heifer, right here, but I'm on 16, 16, but I get 16 and a quarter, 16, 16 and a quarter, 16, but I get 16 and a quarter, 16 and a quarter, half, here, but I get 16 and a half, here, but I'm on 50, but I get 50, but I get 50, but I get 50, now 75, 16, 75, 16, 75, 75, here, but I get 16, 75, 16, 75, here, but I get 75, sold at over 16 and a half, but I'm on 58, 61 on 1, 58, 61 on 1. 1105 heifer, 1105 on the heifer, right here, but I'm on 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, but you get 13, 13, 13, quarter, half, yeah, but I'm on 13 and a half, 75, and now 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, at 25, yeah, but I'm on 25, 50, but you get 14, 50, 75, 14, 75, 75, here, but you get 14, 75, at 14, 75, you want in, but you get 14, 75, 75, here, but you get 75, sold it over 14 and a half, 90, 100. 1103 bull calf, 1103 on the bull calf here, but about 14, 14, but about 14, but you get 14, but you get 13. And now quarter, but you get 13 a quarter, half here, but about 50, 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, at 14 a quarter, half here, but about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75 here, but you get 14, 75, 60, at 14, 60, but you get 60, but you get 60, but you get 60, but you get 60, sold at over 14, 50, 10, 31. 1245 bull calf, 1245 on the bull calf. Right here we go there, but I'm on 1,000. Everybody get 10, but I'm on 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 800. At 8 here, but I'm on 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8 here. Everybody get 8. 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 5 here, but I'm on 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5. 3. Everybody get 300 here, but I'm on 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 2. 10, but I'm on 2. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 2. 10, but I'm on 2. Quarter. 2 and a quarter now. Half here, but I'm on 250. 250. Something about 2. Something about 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Chase here, but I'm on 3. 300 here, but I'm on 3. 3. 3 quarter. 3 and a quarter. Half. What about 350? Chase here, we get 350. 350, we get 50, we get 50, we get 350. 350, we get 50, we get 50, we get 350, we get 350. Floors on 350, 75, 375 here. What about 375? 350, 375 here. What about 375? 375 here. What about 375? 375, 350, we get 375. 375 sold at over 350. Chase buys 42, 35, 42, 35. 1104 heifer, 1104 on the heifer. Retain, but I'm on 14, 14, but I'm on 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, but you get 12, here, but I'm on 12, and now quarter, but you get 12, 12 and a quarter, now half, here, but I'm on 12, 50, 75, now 13, 13, 13 and a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14, but I'm at 14, at 14, 14, but I'm at 14, when you get 14, but you get 14 and a quarter, at 14 and a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, 15 and a quarter, 15 and a quarter, at 15, 15 and a quarter, 15, but I'm on quarter, but you get 15 and a quarter, 15, but you get 15 and a quarter, sold at over 1,500. 10, 31. 1227 bull calf, 1227 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one. Right here, but I'm on 14, 14, but I'm on 14 and a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 14 and a half, 75. And now 15, 15, 15 and a quarter, 15 and a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 15 and a half, 15 and a half. Here, but I get 15 and a half. At 30, 40, but I get 15, 40, 50. But I'm on 50, but I get 50, 60, but I get 15, 60. Now 70. Somebody would get 70, get 70, get 70. Sold at over 14, 60, 40 on 1. 99.84. Heifer on a heifer. Here we go. Right there on this one. Right there, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, but you get 13, 13, 13, 13, but you get 13, 13, 13, but about 13, but you get 13, but you get 13, but you get 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, half, yeah, but about 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14, but about 14 quarter, but you get 14 a quarter, half, yeah, but about 14 and a half, 75 at 14, 75 to 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 75 at 15, 75 here, but about 15, 75, 75 here, but you get 15, 75. Sold at over 1550, 5861, 9982. Heifer, 9982 on a heifer here. 16, 16, but I'm on 16. 16, but you get 16, 16. Tuesday, 16, 16, 16, but I'm on 16. 16, but you get 15, 15, 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter, half, yeah, but I'm on 15 and a half. 75, 15, 75, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, half, 16 and a half. 16 and a half, here, but you get 16 and a half. 16 and a half, here, but you get 16 and a half. 16 and a half. Sold at over 16 a quarter, 5861. 99.79 bull calf here, right there, 17, 17 a quarter, 17, we get 17 a quarter, half, 17 and a half here, now 75, 17, 75, 18, we get 18, we get 18, 18, 17, 80, now 90, 17, 90, 17, 90, we get 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 17, 90, 17, 91, we get 17, 90, we get 90, we get 90, 17, 90, sold at over 1780, 58, 61. 9981, 9981 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 13, 13, 13 quarter. Everybody get 13 a quarter, half. Yeah, but I'm on 57 about 13, 75 to 14. And now quarter, everybody get 14 a quarter, half. Yeah, but I'm on 14 and a half, 14 and a half. Everybody get 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 75. And 14, 75, 75 here now. But I'm on 14, 75 to 15, 15, 15. But I'm on 15, but you get 15. Sold at over 14, 75, 10, 31. 9980. Bull calf here, but I'm on 17 now, quarter, half. Yeah, but I'm on 17 now, 75, 18 a quarter, 18 a quarter, 18 a quarter, half. Yeah, but I'm on 18 and a half. At 18 and a half, everybody gets 18 and a half, 18 and a half, everybody gets 18 and a half, everybody gets 18 and a half, 18 and a half. Sold of over 18 a quarter, 58.61. 1253 bull calf, 1253 on the bull calf here. Right there, but I'm on 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 200 here, but I'm at 1. At 1 here, but I'm at 1, but you get 1 now, quarter, 1 here, but I'm at 1 a quarter, 1, 1 a quarter, 1 here, but I'm at 1 a quarter, 1 a quarter, half here, but I'm at 150. At 150, but you get 50, but you get 50, 150, 150, 75, 2, but I'm at 2, quarter, but I'm at 2, 2 and a quarter. And now half here, but I'm at 250, 75, 275, 275, Robert's on, 250, 275, Chase, at 275, 3, but I'm at 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, Robert here, but you get 3, at 300, but you get 3, Chase is on, 275, 300, but I'm on 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, at 3, but I'm on 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, 3, 3, 3, but I'm on 3, sold it over 275. Is that 42.35? Chase buys 42.35 is the number. 42.35. 10-10 on the bull, 10-10 on the bull here. Right here, but on 18. Would give 18, would give 18, would give 18, 17, 17, would give 17, 17, would give 17, 16. 16, 16, would have 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter half. Here, would have 16 a half, 75, 16, 75 to 17 a quarter. And now half, 17 a half, 75, 18, would give 18, would give 18. At 18, would give 18, would give 18 quarter, would give 18 a quarter half. Here, would have on 18 a half. At 18 a half, here, would have on 18 a half, 18 a half. Here, would have on 18 a half. At 18, 30, 30, 30, 30, 40, 40. 40, would get 40, would get 40, 50, would have 50, would get 50, would get 50, at 18, 50, would get 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 50, sold at over 18, 40, put them on 58, 61. 99, 93, bull calf, 99, 93 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 17, 17, somebody would get 17, 17, would get 17, 17, would get 17, would get 17, 16, 16. 17, somebody would get 17, 17, 16, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, would get 16, 16 a quarter, and now half, 16 a half, 75, no 17, 17 a quarter half, you have one 79, 75, 17, 75, 18, at 18, would give 18, would give 18, would give 18, would give 18, 17, 75, would give 18, yes or no, would give 18, at 18, would give 18, would give 18, sold at over 17, 75, 58, 61. 99, 89, bull calf, 99, 89 on the bull calf. Here, right here, but about 13, 13, 13, would get 13 a quarter. At 13 a quarter, would get 20, but about 13 a quarter, would get 13 a quarter, quarter now half, you would get 13 a half, 75 to 14, 14, but about 14. At 14, 14, but about 14, would get 14, would get 14, would get 14, 14, would get 14, sold at over 13, 75, 10, 31. 99, 85. Bull calf, 99.85 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 15, 15, would get 15, would get 15, 15, 14 quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter half. Here, but about 14 half, 75 to 15, 15, 15 a quarter half. Here, but about 15 a half. At 15 a half, here, would get 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter and a half. At 16 a half, 75, 16, 75, now 17, 17 a quarter half. Here, but about 17 a half. At 17 a half, 75, here, would get 75, here, would get 17, 75. At 75, here, would get 75, here, would get 17, 75. Sold at over 17 and a half, 10, 31. 99.83 bull calf, 99.83 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm 17, 17, somebody would get 17, 17, 17, somebody. 16, 16, would get 16, 16 a quarter, would get 16, 16 a quarter half, here would get 16 a half, 16 a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, now 17, 17, would get 17, would get 17, 17 quarter, would get 17 a quarter, would get 17 a quarter half, here would get 17 a half, Robert D would get 17 a half, 17 a half, here would get 17 a half, here would get 17 a half, 75, here would get 17, 75, 18, would give 18, at 18, would give 18, would give 18, would give 18, sold at over 17, 75, 58, 61. 99.87 heifer, 99.87 on a heifer here. Right there, but about 15, 15, would get 50, 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 would get 15, would about 15, would get 13. 13, 13 quarter, would get 13 a quarter, would get quarter, but about 25. 13, 25, 25, 50. 13, 50, 75, here would get 13, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, quarter, quarter now half, here would get 14 and a half, 75. And now 14, 75, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75. And now 16, 16, 16, would get 16, Robert here would get 16. 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, everybody get 16 a quarter, everybody get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, everybody get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, everybody get 16.25. You want in 16.25? Sold at over 1600 Roberts Way. 89.10. The buyer 89.10. 12.56. Bull calf, 12.56 on the bull calf. Right there. Here we go on this one. Right there. But I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. You would get 5. You would get 5. Here, but I'm on 5. 2. 2. Would get 2. Would get 2. Would get 2. 2 quarter. Would get 200 now quarter. 2. 2 and a quarter. Would get half. Here, but I'm on 250. 75. Now 3. Would get 3. 3 and a quarter. Half. Here, but I'm on 350. 75. 3. 75. 75. 4. Would have 4 now quarter. 4 and a quarter. 4 and a quarter. Would get 4 and a quarter. At $400 now quarter. Would get 4. 4 and a quarter. Would get 4 and a quarter. Half. Here, but I'm on 450. 75. And now 5. Here, but I'm on 500 now quarter. 5 and a quarter. Half. Now 75. 5. 75. 6. Here we get 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter half. Here we get 6 and a half, 75. 6, 75. Here we get 675, 675, 6 and a half. Here we get 75. Here we get 675. Here we get 675. Sold at over 6 and a half. Put them on. What was it? 24.87, 73, 24.73. 24.73, 99.76 the next lot, 99.76 on the bull calf, 14 at 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but 14, but 13, quarter at 13 a quarter half, you have about 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter half, you have about 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 60 at 14, 60, but 60, but 60, but 60, sold at every 14, 50, 10, 31. 12.49 bull calf, 12.49 on the bull calf. Out here, here we go. How much? Quarter, 18 a quarter. At 18 a quarter, everybody give 18, 18 a quarter, everybody give 18 a quarter, 18, everybody give 18 a quarter, everybody give 18, everybody give 18 a quarter, everybody give 18, 25, 25, 10, 20. At 18, 20, 20, everybody get 20, everybody get 20, everybody get 20. Sold at over 18, 10, 58, 61. 99.77 bull calf out here, 14, 14, but about 14, what do you get 14, what do you get 14, 13, 13, 13 quarter, and I'll have here, but about 13 and a half, here, but about 50, what do you get 13, 50, 13, 50, 75, 13, 75, 14, 14 a quarter, what do you get 14 a quarter, but about 14 a quarter, 25, 50, and 14, 50, what do you get 50, 75, 14, 75, 75, here, what do you get 14, 75, 75, 15, 15, but about 15, 15, 15, 14, 80, now 90, now 15, 15, what do you get 50, what do you get 50, what do you get 15, sold at over 14, 40 on one. 12.42 bull calf, 12.42 on the bull calf, 100 here, but a bit Vaughn here, but a bit Vaughn, but a bit Vaughn, but a bit Vaughn, and Vaughn here, but a bit Vaughn, but a bit Vaughn there, now quarter half here, but a bit Vaughn, 50, 75, now 2, but about 2, 2 quarter, but a get 2 and a quarter, but a get 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, but about 2 and a quarter, and now but about 2 and a quarter, 2, but a get 2 and a quarter, but a get 2 and a quarter half, yeah, but about 250, 250, but a get 250 chase here, but a get 250, 250, but a get 50, but a get 50, but a get 250, 75, 275, 275, 275, 275 here, but about 275, 275 here, but about 275, down 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, 300 here, but I'm on 3, chase here, but you get 3, quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, Chad here, but you get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but you get 3, 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, Chad 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, sold at over 300, chase buys, put them on 42, 35. 99.92 bull calf, 99.92 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 18. But you give 18, but you give 18, but you give 18, but you give 18, 18. At 18, 18, 17 quarter, but you get 17, 17 a quarter. At 17, 17 a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50. Now 75, 17, 75, 75, 18. But you give 18, but you give 18. At 17, 80. Now 90. But you get 90, but you get 90, but you get 90, but you get 90. 17, 90. But you get 90, but you get 90, but you get 90, but you get 90. Sold at over 17, 80. 58, 61. 99.86 bull calf, 99.86 on the bull calf, 13, 13, but about 13, but you get 12 here, but about 12, at 12 here, but about 12 here, but you get 12 here, but you get 12 here, but you get 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 900, but you get 9, 9, but you get 9, but you get 9, but you get 9, you want but you get 9, a 9 here, now quarter, 90, but you get 9 quarter, but you get 9 quarter, 9, 9 a quarter, 900 now quarter half, yeah, but I'm on 50, 950, 75, and now 1,000, now quarter, but about 10, but you get 10 a quarter, 10, 10 a quarter, but about 10, but you get 10 a quarter, but you get 10, 25, 10, 25 here, 10, 25 here, but about 10, 25, 50, but you get 10, 50, 75, 10, 75, 10, 75, and now 11, 1,100 now quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11, 11 a quarter, $1,100 now quarter, 11 here, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 here, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, sold at over 1,110, 31. 12.52 bull calf, 12.52 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one. Right there, but about 10, but you get 12 here, but about 1,200, but you get 12 here, but about 12 here, but you get 12,000, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 800 here, but you get 8, but you get 8, but you get 8, 5 here, but about 500, but about 5, hit 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, but you get 5, 3, but about 3, but you get 3, 2, 10, but about 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 200 here, but about 1, hit 1 here, but about 1, quarter half here, but about 1, 50, 75, 1, 7, 2, but you get 2. But you get 2, Chad here, but you get 2, 200, but you get 2, quarter, but I'm 2, but you get 2 and a quarter now, half here, but I'm 250, 250, but you get 50, but you get 50, Chad here, but you get 250, 250, 250, 250, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 250, but you get 250, but you get 250, but you get 250, sold up over 225, but I'm on 10.63. 12.28 bull calf here, but about 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 200 here, but a bit Vaughn here, but a bit Vaughn here, but a bit Vaughn, but you get Vaughn, but a bit Vaughn now quarter, and 1 a quarter, but you get 1 a quarter, 1 a quarter, but you get 1 a quarter half here, but a bit 150, 75, 175 now 2, but you get 2, but you get 2 now quarter, 2 and a quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter half here, but about 250, Chad here, but you get 250, 250, but you get 250, Chad here, but you get 250, 250, 250, 250, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 250, chases on 250, but you get 250, but you get 50, but you get 50, sold at over 225, chase buys 42.35. 1270 bull calf, 1270 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 13, 13, 13. We get 13, 13, 13. We get 13. We get 12. At 12 here, but about 12. We get 12. We get 12. We get 12. We get 1,000. $1,000. We get 1,000. But about $1,000 a quarter, half here. But about 10, 50, 75, 10, 75 here. Now 11, 11 here. Now quarter, 11 a quarter. Now half. Here, but about 50. 11, 50. Now 75, 11, 75, 12. Here, but about 12. Here, we get 12, 12 and a quarter. 12 and a quarter, half. Here, but about 12, 50, 75, 12, 75, 13. 13, 13 a quarter. 13 a quarter. We get 13 a quarter. 13. We get 13 a quarter. 13 a quarter, sold at over 1,300. 10, 31. 1220 bull calf, right there. 1220 on the bull calf here. What about 17? 17. We get 17. We get 17 a quarter. We get 17 a quarter half. 79, 75, and 18. We get 18 a quarter. 18 a quarter. 18 a quarter. 10, 10, 10. What about 10? 18, 10, 20. At 18, 20. We get 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 20. Sold at over 18, 10. 58, 61. 1231 bull calf, 1231 on the bull calf. Out there, but about 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, but about 13 a quarter. At 13, 13 a quarter half. Here, but about 13 and a half, 13 and a half here, but about 50, 13, 50. We get 50, we get 50, we get 50, 75, 13, 75. At 13, 75, 75 here, but about 13, 75, 75 here, but about 75. Sold at over 13, 50, but about 40 on 2. 99, 96 heifer. Right there, here we go, listen here, but about 17, 17, we get 17, we get 16, 16, 16, a quarter half, here, but about 16 and a half, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75 to 17, that's 17, 17, we get 17, we get 17, 17, sold at over 16, 75, put them on 40 on 5. 1203, bull calf, 1203 on the bull calf, right here, but about 13, 13, 13, we get 13, 13, 13, but about 13, we get 12, 13, 13 a quarter, at 13, 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter half, yeah, but about 50, we get 13, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 13, 50, at 13, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 13, 50, 13, 50, sold at over 13, 25, 10, 31. 1230 bull calf here, but right there, but about 1230 on the bull calf, right here. Here we go, this one right here, but about thing, but about 1,000. I thought everybody get 1,000, but about everybody get 1,000, everybody give 800, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 800, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, 6, here, but about 60, everybody give 60, everybody give 60, everybody give 5. At 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5, but about 5 here, but about 5, everybody give 5, everybody give 5, 4, but about 4, everybody give 4, everybody give 4, everybody give 4, everybody give 3, 300, here, but about 3, everybody give 3, everybody give 3, everybody give 3, everybody give 2, 2, but about 200 now, quarter half, here, but about 250, 250, everybody get 250, 75, down 3, 300 now, quarter, everybody get 3 and a quarter now, half, what about 350, and now 75, 375, 4, everybody get 4, everybody get 4, everybody get 4, everybody get 4 and a quarter, everybody get 4 and a quarter, everybody get 4 and a quarter, half, what about 4 and a half, at 4 and a half, Chase got to be 4 and a half, 4 and a half, everybody get 4 and a half, 75, 475, everybody get 475, at 475, everybody get 475, 475, 475, everybody get 475, 475, sold it over 4 and a half. Number 8, 1222. 1222 bull calf, 1222 on the bull calf here, but I'm on 8, but give 8, but give 8, but give 8, but give 8, 5, here, but I'm on 5, but everybody get 5, here, but I'm on 5, here, but get 500, here, but get 5 quarter, and $500 now, quarter, everybody get 5 here, but get 5 and a quarter, 5, 5 and a quarter, 5 here now, quarter, everybody get 5 here, but get 5 and a quarter, and 5, 5 and a quarter, everybody get $500 quarter, everybody get 5 here, but get 5 here, but get 5 and a quarter, everybody get 5 and a quarter, sold at over 500. Number 8. 1232 bull calf, 1232 on the bull calf, 14, but about 14 a quarter, now half, everybody get 14 and a half, 75, and now 15, 15 a quarter, everybody get 15 a quarter, everybody get 15 a quarter, 10, 20, everybody get 15, 20, 30, 30, but about 30, and now 40, everybody get 40, 50, everybody get 14, but about 50, everybody get 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 50, now 60, 15, 60, 15, 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 60, sold at over 15, 50, 10, 31. 1224 bull calf, 1224 on the bull calf. Right there. Here we go. Listen here. But I'm on 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 500. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, everybody get 5. Here, but I'm on 5. And now quarter. 5 here, but I'm on 5 and a quarter. 5, 5 and a quarter. Everybody get $500 now. Quarter. Everybody get 5, 5 and a quarter. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. And 5, 5 and a quarter. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. 5, 5 and a quarter. Everybody get 5 here. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. Sold at over 500. Too late. Put them on number 8. 1305 bull calf. Right here, but about 14. 14, but about very good. 14, but about 14 a quarter. Everybody get 14 a quarter, half here, but about 14 a half. 75, 14, 75, 75, 15, 15, 15, but about 15 a quarter. And 15, 15 a quarter. 15, but you get 15 a quarter. 15, 10, 10, 10, 20, but about 20, but you get 20, but you get 20. And now 30, 15, 30, but you get 30, but you get 31, and but you get 15, 30, but about 30, but you get 30, but you get 30, but you get 30, but you get 30, sold at over 15, 20, 10, 31. 12.26 bull calf, 12.26 on the bull calf, 14, but about 14, but you get 14, but you get 14, but you get 14 a quarter, at 14 a quarter, but about 25 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, 75 for you, but you get 14, 75, 75 here, but you get 75, at 14, 75 to 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, 14, 80, now 90, but you get 14, 90, at 14, 90, 90, but you get 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 14, 90, 14, 90, sold it over 14, 80, 10, 31. 1201 heifer, 1201 heifer, red hair, but about 16, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, but about a quarter and a half, here we get 13 and a half, 7 finger, 13 but what about 50, 75, 13, 75, here, what about 75 to 14, and now a quarter, here we get 14 a quarter, half, here we get 14 and a half, 14 and a half, here we get 14 and a half, 75, at 14, 75, 75, here, what about 75, here we get 14, 75, 75, 75, sold it over 14 and a half, 90, 100. 12.29 heifer, 12.29 heifer, retain, but about 16, 15 a quarter, everybody get 15 a quarter, half, but about 15 and a half, 75 to 16 a quarter, 16, everybody get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, everybody get 25, but about 25, 16, 25 here in the 50, 16, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, 30, 40, everybody get 16, 40, 50, now 60, everybody get 60, now 70, 16, 70, everybody get 70, everybody get 70, everybody get 70, somebody now 80, everybody get 16, 80, everybody get 80, everybody get 80, everybody get 80, sold at over 16, 70, put on 58.61 on one. 99.95 bull calf, 99.95 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one right here, but I'm on 18, but you give 18, 17 quarter, but you get 17, 17 a quarter, 17, 17 a quarter, but I'm on 25 here, but you get 25, 25, 25, 50, but you get 17, 50, 75, 75 here, now 18, but you give 18, at 18, 17, 80, now 90, but you get 17, 90, but you get 90, but you get 90, but you get 90, 17, 90, 17, 90, but you get 90, sold at over 17, 80, 58.61. 12-17 bull calf, 12-17 on the bull calf. Here we go on this one. Right here, but about 13 a quarter, down, but about 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, half, here, but about 50, but you get 13, 50, 75, 13, 75, 75, here, but you get 13, 75, 75, here, but you get 75, 75, sold it over 13, 50, but I'm on 10, 31. 12.23 bull calf, right here, but about 13, but you get 13, but about 13, 11 a quarter, 11, but you get 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, but about 25, 11, 25, 25, you get 25, 11, 25, 11, 25, 25, you want in 11, 25, 25, sold it over 1100, but I'm on 90, 100. 12.16 bull calf, right here we go on this one, right there, but I'm on 8, but you give 800 here, but I'm on 8, but you give 8, but you give 8, but you give 800, but you give 8 here, but I'm on 8, 5 quarter, $500 now quarter, but you get 5, 5 and a quarter, but you get 5 and a quarter, 5, 5 and a quarter, but I'm 5 here now quarter, but you get $500 now quarter, but you get 5 and a quarter, 5 here, but you get 5 and a quarter, sold it over 500, number 8. 12.36 bull calf, right here, but I'm 5, here, but I'm 5, here, but you get 5, here, but I'm 5, here, but you get 5, 3, but I'm 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, 3, but I'm 3, but you get 3, 200 now quarter, 1 here, but I'm 1 a quarter, 1 here, but I'm quarter, half, here, but I'm 50, 75, now 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, now quarter, and now half, here, but I'm 250, 75, 275, 275, 275, Michael here, but you get 275, 275, 250, but you get 275, 275, now 3, quarter, 3 and a quarter, but I'm 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3, but you get 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, you want in, gotta be 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3, but you get 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, half, 3 and a half, here, but about 350, 350, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 350, 350, 350, 350, but you get 350, but you get 350, 350, sold at over 325, chase buys, 42, 35, 99, 98. Bull calf, 99.98 on the bull calf here. 18, but you give 18 quarter, but you give 18, but you give 18 a quarter. At 18, but you give 18 a quarter. Quarter now half here, but you give 18, 50, 75, 18, 75, 75 here, but you give 18, 75, 75, 75. At 18, 75, you want to do it, but you give 18, 75, 75 here, but you give 18, 75. Sold at over 18 and a half, 58.61. 12.54 heifer, 12.54 on a heifer. At here, but I'm on 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, but you get 202, 2 quarter, $200 now quarter, but you get 2 and a quarter now half, yeah, but I'm on 250, 75 now 3, but you get 3, but you get 3 quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, but I'm quarter half, yeah, but I'm on 350, 75, 3, 75, 4, but you get 4, but you get 4 now quarter, but you get 4 and a quarter, but you get 4 and a quarter half, yeah, but I'm on 450, 450, but you get 450 Chad here, but you get 450, 450, 450, 450, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 450, 425, yeah, but I'm on 450, 425 here, but you get 450, sold at over 425, Graber's Way, 33, 35, 89, 64. Bull calf, 89.64 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 5. Here we get 500, we get 5. Here, but about 5. 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, 2. 2, tip, but about 2, we get 200, here we get 2. Quarter, but about 2, 2 and a quarter. 2 and a quarter half. Here, but about 250, 75. Now 3, we get 3, we get 3 and a quarter. Now half. Here, we get 350, 75. Here, now 4, we get 4 and a quarter. We get 4 and a quarter now. We get 4 and a quarter half. 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 5, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter half. Here, but about 550, 75. 5, 75, 6. Here, we get 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter. Here, we get 6, here, we get 6 and a quarter. 600 now quarter. Here, we get $600 now quarter. Everybody get $600 now quarter. You want in? Everybody get 6 and a quarter. $600 now quarter. Now half. Everybody get 650. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 650. 650. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 650. 650. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 650. You want to do it? Everybody get 650. 650. Sold at over 625. 1063. 1235. Bull calf, 1235 on a bull calf, 2, but about 200, everybody get 2, but about 2, but get 2, but get 2, but get 2, but get 200, but a bit 1. Have 1 here, but get 1, but a bit 1 quarter, 1 a quarter, but get 1 a quarter, 1 here, but a bit 1 a quarter, have 1 here, but a bit 1 a quarter, 1 here, but get 1 a quarter, half here, but a bit 150, 150, but get 150, but get 150, 75, 175, 175, 175, now 2, but get 2, but get 2, but get 2, but get 2, 175 here, but get 2, 2, 2 quarter, but get 2, 2 and a quarter, but get 2, 2 and a quarter, 2, 2 and a quarter, now half here, but get 250, but get 50, but get 50, but get 250, Michael here, but get 250. 250, would get 50, would get 50, would get 250, 250, would get 250, would get 250, would get 250, chases on here, would get 250, would get 250, would get 250, would get 250, sold at over 225, chase buys, 42.35. Yeah, 12.19, bull calf, 12.19 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 14, 14, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 13. And now quarter, 13 a quarter half, here, but 150, 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter. And now half, here, we get 14 a half, 14 a half, 75 to 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, we get 14.80, now 90, 14.90, now 15, 15, 15, but about 15, we get 15, 10, 10, 10, but about 10, 10, 20, we get 15, 20, 20, we get 20, now 30, but about 30, we get 30, we get 30, 15, 20, but about 30, we get 30, we get 30. Everybody get 30 sold at over 15, 20, 10, 31. 12.18 bull calf, 12.18 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 14, 14, but about 14 a quarter. Everybody get 14 a quarter. 14 a quarter half. Here now 75, 14, so about 15, 15 a quarter. Everybody get 15 a quarter. Everybody get 25, 10, 20. Everybody get 15, 20, 30, but about 30. Everybody get 30. Everybody get 30. Everybody get 30. Everybody get 30. 15, 30, 30. Everybody get 30. Sold at over 15, 20, 40 on 1. I thought maybe it was too cold. You couldn't even pull the hands out of the pocket there. 1240 bull calf, 1240 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 1,000. Everybody get down, but about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get down, but about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 800. At 8 here, everybody get 8 here, but about 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. 6 here, but about 60. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 5 here, but about 5. 5 quarter. 5 here now. Everybody get 5 and a quarter half here, but about 550. Somebody 5. 5. Somebody about 6. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 6 and now quarter. And now half. Everybody get 6 and a half. 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half. 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half. Sold at over 6 and a quarter. Number 8. 1237 heifer, 1237 on a heifer. That team, but about 3. What do you get 3? What do you get 3? What do you get 3? What do you get 300 here? But a bit 1. At 1 here, but a bit 1. 1 here, but you go on, 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 but you go on. 50. 50, 75, 75. Now 100 here, but a bit 1. 1 a quarter half here, but a bit 1. 50, 75. Now 2. What do you get 2? What do you get 2? Quarter, 2 and a quarter half here, but about 2. 50, 75, 275. 275, 275. 3. What do you get 3? What do you get 3? What do you get 3? And now quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter half here, but about 350. What do you get 350? What do you get 350? Chad here, what do you get 350? 350. 350. What do you get 50? What do you get 50? 350, 350, we get 350, internet trout here, we get 350, 325 here, what about 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 350, sold at over 325, Graber wins, 33-35. 1304, you said heifer? On a heifer, I did. What about 17? 17, what do you get 17? What do you get 17? What do you get 16? 16, 16, 16, what do you get 15? At 15, 15, what about 15? What do you get 50? What do you get 50? What do you get 50? What do you get 15? What do you get 13? 13, 13, 13 a quarter. 13, what about 13 a quarter? Half here, what about 50? 1500 now quarter. What do you get 15 a quarter? Now half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter. 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16, what do you get 16 a quarter? 16 a quarter. 16 a quarter, 1 in, what do you get 16 a quarter? What do you get 16 a quarter? 16, 25, 16, 25, 25, sold at over 1,600, 90, 100, 99, 99 heifer on a heifer. Right here, but I'm on 18. What do you give 18? What do you give 18? 16 quarter half. Here, but I'm on 16 and a half. 75, 16, 75, 75 here in the 17. 17, 17 now quarter. What do you get 17 a quarter? What do you get quarter now half? Here, what do you get 17 and a half? And now 75, 17, 75, 75 here. What do you get 17, 75, 75, 75 here. What do you get 17, 75? Sold at over 17 and a half. 1031. 1036. Bull calf. All right. Right here, but I'm on 2. We get 200. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. Down high. But I'm on 2 1/4. At 2 1/4. We get 2 1/4. 2 2 1/4. But I'm on 2. We get 2 1/4. We get 2 1/4. At 2 1/4 half. Yeah, but I'm on 250. 75. 275. 3. We get 3. We get 3. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. But I'm on quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 350. At 350. 75. Yeah, but I'm on 375. 375. 375. We get 375. At 350 now. 75. We get 375. Sold it over 350. 2473. 2473. Yeah, 99, 88, bull calf, right there, but about 14, 14, but about 14, we get 14, we get 14, we get 14, we get 13, 13, 13, 12, here, but about 12, 12, here, but about 12, here, we get 12, here, we get 12,000, but about $1.25, but about 10 1/4 half, yeah, but about 50, something about 10, something about 11, 11 and a quarter half, yeah, but about 50, something about 11, something about 12, here, but about 12, now quarter, now half, here, but about 12, 50, something about 12, something about 13, 13, 13 a quarter, now half, here, but about 13 and a half, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, here, we get 13 and a half, at 13 and a half, here, we get 13 and a half, sold it over 13 1/4, 10, 31, 11, 26. You said bull calf. Heifer, on a heifer, right there, but I'm able to get 12, he would have been 1200, he would get 12, 12, now quarter, he would get 12 1/4 half, he would have been 50, he would get 1250, 1250, would get 50, would get 50, would get 1250, 1250, 75, 12, 75, 12, 75 here, now 13, 13, 13 1/4, now half, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, here, but I'm on 50, 13, 50, would get 50, would get 50, would get 50, sold at over 13, 25, but I'm on 40 on 5. Yeah, 1243, 1243. You said, Graber, you said bull calf, right there in this one here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, we get 500, but I'm on 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, we get 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, we get 5 here, we get 5, 3, 3, but I'm on 3, we get 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 3, 2, 2, but I'm on 2, 2, 2, but I'm on 2, we get 2, now quarter, 2 1/4, now, but I'm on 2 1/4, 2, 2 1/4, now half here, but I'm on 250, we get 250, Chad here, we get 250, but I'm on 50, we get 50, we get 50, now 75, 275, 275, cheese here, we get 275, 275, 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, Chad here, but I'm on 3, 275 here, but I'm on 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, 275 here, but I'm on 3, 275 here, but I'm on 3, we get 3, we get 3, 3 1/4, 3, 3 1/4, we get 3 1/4, we get 3 1/4, cheese here, we get 3 1/4, 3, 3 1/4, we get 3 1/4, Chad's on here, we get 3 1/4, 3, 3 1/4, we get 3 1/4, we get 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, we get 3 here, we get 3 1/4, 3, 3 1/4, we get 3 1/4, 3 1/4, sold at over 300, but I'm on Chad number 1019 heifer, 1019 on a heifer, yeah, I tear, here we go on this one. Here we go on the heifer as soon as Micah gets it back in here. Right here, but about 1,000. But he gets in with about 500. But he get 5 here, but about 5 here, but he get 5, 3, 3, but about 3, but he get 3, but he get 3, but he get 3. And now quarter, 3, 3 1/4, but about 3 1/4, 3, 3 1/4, but about 3 1/4 half, yeah, but about 50, but he get 350. 350, but about 50, but he get 50, but he get 50, but he get 350. 1 in, 2, but about 350. 325 here, but about 350. 75, 375 here, but about 375, 350, but he get 375. Now 4, but about 4, but he get 4, but he get 4. 375 here, but about 4, 375 here, but about 4. Sold up over 375, put them on 250, 250, 1244. Heifer on a heifer right here. Here we go there. Right here, but I'm on 9. Here we get 9, we get 9, we get 9, 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. But I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, we get 5. Here, we get 5. Here, we get 5. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. But I'm on 3 1/4 half. Here, but I'm on 350. 350. Somebody 5. Here, but I'm on 3. Somebody 4. We get 4. We get 4. Now quarter. We get 4 1/4. Now half. Here, but I'm on 450. Somebody 5. 5 here, but I'm on 5. 5 1/4. Now half. 5 1/2. Somebody 5 here. We get 5. 75. 550. We get 5. 75. 550. We get 5. 75. 5 75. Sold it over 550. 40. Number 8, put them on number 8. 99.78, 99.78. Bull calf here, right here on the bull calf. Right here, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 12. Now quarter, but about 12, 12 1/4. 12 1/4 half, yeah, but about 12, 50, 75, 13, 13, 13 1/4 half, yeah, but about 13, 75, 15, 15 1/4. 15 1/4, now half, 75, here, but about 15, 75, 75 here, now 16, 16, 16, 16. 15, 75, 16, 16, we get 16, 16, we get 16. Sold it over 15, 75, 58, 61. 1221 bull calf, 1221 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on. Here we go on the bull calf. Right here, here we go there, right here, but I'm on 18, but I give 18, but I give 18, 17, 17, 17, but I give 17, 17 1/4, 17, 17 1/4, but I give 17 1/4, but I'm at 25, here, but I give 25, 50, but I give 50, but I give 50, 75, 17, 75, 18, 18, but I give 18, but I give 18, 20, but I give 18, 18 1/4, but I give 18, 18 1/4, at 18, but I'm on 25, 10, 20, but I give 18, 20, 20, but I give 20, but I give 20, but I give 20, at 18, 10, but I'm on 20, but I give 20, but I give 20, but I give 20, but I give 20, sold at over 18, 10, 58, 61, straight. 1241 bull calf, 1241 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 3. But you get 3, 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 3, 3 quarter. $300 now quarter. But you get 3, 3 and a quarter. But you get 3 and a quarter. 3, 3 and a quarter. But about 3, 3 and a quarter. But you get 3 and a quarter. $300 now quarter. But you get 3 and a quarter now half. Yeah, but I'm on 50, somebody divide, 3, somebody divide. Robert here, but you get 3, somebody divide, 3, somebody divide. Now 4, but you get 4, but you get 4, but you get 4. Now quarter, but you get 4 and a quarter now half. Here, but you get 4 and a half. Here, but I'm on 450. And 450, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 450, but you get 450, but you get 450, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 450, but you get 450, but you get 450. Sold at over 425. Robert buys. Put them on 89.10, 89.10. 98.66 bull calf here, but about 14, but about 14, but about 14, but about 14, but you get 13, 13, but about 13, but you get 12 here, but about 12, but you get 1,000, $1,000, but you get 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 5, but about $1,000 now quarter, but about 10, but you get 10 a quarter, but you get 10 a quarter, 10, 10 a quarter is this 8 here, but about 10 a quarter, but you get 10, but you get 10 a quarter, now half here, but about 10, 50, 75, 10, 75 here, but you get 10, 75, now 11, 1,100 now quarter, 11 a quarter, but you get 11 a quarter, now half here, but about 50, 11, 50, 75, 11, 75 here, but you get 1175, 1150, but you get 75, 1175, 1175 here, but you get 1175, sold at over 1150, 10, 31.